Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session, and then we'll get underway with tonight's session. So team, you'll likely recall when we picked up last session, you guys were actually in the Pit of All Flesh outpost. You had triggered a battle there trying to be deceptive with the Ghoul guards, or the Derricule guards here. This one Derricule certainly seemed to be on to you guys based on the fact that you had walked past him one way and then essentially walked right back past him again, trying to act as though nothing really was the difference or nothing was up. He seemed very, very suspicious of this and tried to get you guys to essentially walk back into the same area one of you had just coughed before. By rerouting you, trying to follow him one way and then being like, oh, no, let's go this other way. He essentially triggered exactly that. You guys then found yourself in a battle that was a sprawling battle as more opponents kept getting added from various angles. As they kept getting added, you guys found yourself deeper and deeper in battle with these various forces. We had both Barnaby and Caliban holding down the southwest area here, locking that area down as other Derricule guards kind of came up and joined the fray. The rest of the team continued fighting against the Derricule priestess, as well as the Derricule necromancer, and several of their combined minions. Eventually, you guys did manage to defeat these opponents, and after that was complete, you beat a hasty retreat to the north, knowing that more ghouls could be coming at any moment. You originally only walked about a 10-minute walk north, or maybe even less than that, of the Pit of All Flesh, and were trying to really get a rest in. Eventually, you thought better of that being so close, so you did walk a little further away. Unfortunately, still not far enough away, as a patrol did make its way in this location that you were at. You guys dumped out the body of the Imperial Ghoul you had previously slain in the prisons in the Pit of All Flesh outpost, and you dumped him here on the rock ground, and by disguising yourself as Derricules, using the Book of Anuakma, you essentially were acting as though you had just found this body and that you were suspicious of what was going on. The guards that arrived were suspicious of you all as well and questioned you, essentially asking what legion you were with, what you were trying to do. You guys tried to play this off, but being not particularly familiar with the customs of the Derricule Empire, it was very difficult for you to sound confident and sound knowledgeable and sound like you belong. So this Derricule patrol maybe thought that you were with the rebellion and that you hadn't been in the immediate forces of the Derricule Empire. And so they tried to take you prisoner and take you back. You guys did not allow that to happen. So we found ourselves in a battle here with the Derricule getting a really good chance to kill a couple of player characters outright. Particularly, I think it was Archgale who was on death's door, and one of them was going to get down a run there and hit him. And then we had Glory using his ability to lock that person in place. You guys did eventually manage to defeat all of those opponents. Once that was done, you pushed on further to the north, as you eventually were able to get a bit of a rest here using the tiny hut off to the side of the tunnels. You kept moving to the north and spotting various Darrow. They would slip in and out of the rock areas, and anytime you would see them, you would go that way to try to spot where they had gone to, but it seemed as though they were simply vanishing from your sight. So they were very difficult to track down. However, eventually, after continuing to do this multiple times, seeing where they went, trying to find any kind of hidden passages, you did indeed find a hidden passage. It is sort of like a side of the rock wall slid open, and as you entered, you found yourself in this very narrow, twisty tunnel system. You pushed on, eventually finding a sign that was covered with shit and seemed to indicate the location that you were in while resting with your hut. Indeed, these Darrow were coming up and throwing packages of shit on your tiny hut and just staining the edges of it to make it very unpleasant for you guys. Once that was all wrapped up, however, you guys continued on. You found yourself in a little bit wider section of these tunnels and found yourself noticing a lot of large fungus. And as you started pushing forward, a couple of Darrow popped out hidden from the mushrooms to engage you in combat. Some of you guys started fighting with them directly. Others of you are trying to speak with them, trying to tell them that you are just here essentially to try to get some information. They don't seem to be listening to you, however, and in fact, they even shouted at you guys as you entered, essentially saying you were not worthy to be in this area to speak to her. So yeah, you guys find yourself in this area fighting these Darrow at the moment, and seemingly in a complex that is like their home. So that's a quick recap of what occurred last session, guys. What did I miss that anybody would like to add?
Um, the home of the this little area that we went to, there was a sign on the door that said, "Welcome, worthy foes. Find hidden prizes and bring them to Orda to gain her favor." And it said, "Try not to die." And then one of the Darrow even mentioned something about a witch queen being found here.
Yes, indeed. Good point. Keep in mind what you're here for, or at least what the sign's directing you to be here for. Go ahead, take Inspiration Arch Scale. Anyone else? All right, seeing no other hands, quick reminder, guys, that we've got the built-in raise hand functionality is in place now. That is also a macro. I just updated our old macro that was using the script to the built-in function now. If you add that to your bar, it'll be a button on the bottom. You can click it and it will kind of work like it did before, or you can do the /RH or /raise hand to do that. And then lastly, a thank you to Rob, Glory's player, because he did point out to me that there was actually a change in 2014 to 2024 rules about the combination between Pull Master and Sentinel. So the function that he did last session that saved Archgale's life is actually not legal any longer. So how that actually works is that when an opponent enters your reach as a polearm master, you can use what's called reactive strike, which allows you to attack a person for entering your reach, but that does not trigger Sentinel any longer because Sentinel is only triggered off opportunity attacks. So they specifically changed the wording to disallow that combo to make it where a polearm master or Sentinel can't essentially lock someone down and keep backing away and letting that person essentially be in limbo because they can't get to them and they can't really run away either. So a little bit of a nerf from 2014, I guess you could say, but makes, personally, I think it makes more sense. It is definitely a nerf, but yeah, I always found that combo a little bit odd as far as, especially if it's used against players, they really didn't like it. So yeah, appreciate that. So that's good to know for all of you guys moving forward that won't be a thing any longer. It'll primarily only occur when someone's trying to run away from Glory and he makes an opportunity attack. That will trigger Sentinel, not when they're entering the reach at that point. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, we'll get underway with tonight's session with that understanding. Alrighty, guys, bringing you back over to the map that we left off in. I'm going to go ahead and change up the music here. All right, so as we're at the top of the round, I'm going to go ahead and throw Barnaby and Caliban into initiative. Wherever you guys are at in initiative, I'm going to assume that you are 30 feet away from the map. So think of that as meaning 30 feet to get to the edge of the map, and then do whatever else you'd like to do on your turn. All right, those two have been added, and we are at the top of the round here with this opponent. And let's see, he is currently sandwiched in between a couple of characters. He is going to go ahead and step up to here, getting himself out of that flank. And then with that dagger in hand, he's going to go ahead and attack Artem.
Okay. Just a reminder, I have Blade Song going right now.
All right, and that sets your AC higher, but I'm sure not 24. So that 24 is going to connect. And that is going to deal 9 points of damage to you there, Artem. As he stabs into you forcefully, he sweeps you off your feet using his topple ability to set you prone. He's then going to attack 2 more times, now at advantage.
I'll do lucky on the first one to give him a flat roll.
All right, here comes flat roll. 19, I believe that is still going to connect.
Actually, for that, I will cast Shield.
Okay, and what is your current AC?
Currently is 15, so
All right.
Shield will get me to 20.
All right, so he stabs down, and that strikes into the shield. He is then going to follow that up with a third attack. And that will not connect either as the shield manages to absorb that strike. After those attacks... Yeah, so after those attacks, he is going to hang out there. And we will move to Artem.
Okay. Artem looks at him angrily, dusts himself off, stands up. We don't need to fight you. We're just here to see. What was her name? Orba? And then he's going to stab the guy.
$23. Yeah, that'll certainly hit. You stab forth, hitting the Darrow. And that's going to do enough damage on the dot to drop him to the ground.
Okay. And I use half my movement to stand up. So I have 25 movement right now because I'm exhausted one level. What does that put me half wise?
You always round down, so 25, you would count that as half of that would be 10, so you'd have 15 left.
Okay. I'm just gonna go boom, bam, boom, and I'll use my extra attack to actually. I'm gonna reach out and try to do shocking grasp on this guy.
You reach out with your hand, and just as that lightning crackles to touch him, he backs away, evading the strike.
All right. No bonus action. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Laud.
All right, I'm going to move like 5, 10, 15 to get to here. Assuming I can go through the water.
I will say if you want to go that route, you can throw me an acrobatics check because you're gonna have to twinkle toes it to get across there.
Could I just go the other way? Could I just go instead of like go like through?
Sure.
Go through my spot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to move any farther than this, so I'll just go around the other way. And then I will use vicious mockery on him.
All right, so you use 20 feet of movement to get there. You viciously mock him. Here comes that save. Yeah, he is definitely affected by that. He already has that disadvantage, so I'll keep that flag on him. And let's see, I don't see damage posted yet. Feel free to throw that.
Yep. 1 sec.
All right, he is psychically scarred by that.
All right, and I'm going to end my turn here.
Okay, Glory.
All right, I'm going to move up and attack the Darrow.
$21 will connect with the flank. All right, you slash into him, wounding him. 17 will also connect. Walloping him a second time. On the third strike, however, he does manage to evade that. Okay, Grim. All right, as you start moving south, you notice with your extended dark vision here, Grim, a couple more Darrow, and you see one looks up toward you and says, "Hey, hey, hey, don't you go close to this pool right here. Don't you go close to this one right here that I'm standing right next to. Don't go close to this one."
I cannot hear you, Grim, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I see you lit up, but I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I won't go there, but where's the witch queen? We have business. We're business people.
You see he just like flashes you a toothy grin as he looks at you.
All right, I'm gonna move. Can I move here, Adam?
Sure.
Okay. All right, now I'm gonna take a defensive posture, so you guys, it's your choice. Put on the meat shield. Got it?
Alrighty, Archgale.
All right. This Darrow that is currently engaged in combat with all of my friends. I'm going to toll the dead.
Yes, this does seem to work upon him. Okay, the necrotic energy runs through him, wounding him.
Okay. And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25 to there. Huh. Okay. And I will end my turn.
All right, Barnaby, a little ways off here, waiting with Caliban, tying your shoes, checking armor straps, all that kind of stuff. 30 feet to get to the map. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, please go ahead and move me there if you would. All right, and I don't remember how we ended it last time. I watched the video and everything, but would Barnaby be wearing his shield by now?
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe assumption.
All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the dash action. And I'm going to go ahead and just end my turn there.
All right, we move to this opponent. He is currently affected by the ability here, so he is going to go ahead and strike out at Laud in his first attack. So he'll be at disadvantage. 17 on Laud. Looks like that will connect.
I'll shield to block that.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. That's going to cancel out his disadvantage. He's going to follow that up with a second attack on Laud. 18. Let's see, your AC is currently a 20, so that is going to miss. He'll then follow it up with a third attack. Yeah, those 3 attacks absorbed by the shield. He is then going to use a bonus action to disengage.
Can I use my ability to strike at him?
Once he leaves your reach, which just happened, yeah. You swing out at him and you see he's very nimble and almost evades your strike, aka you were attacking at disadvantage there, but you do manage to hit him. Go ahead and post damage. All right, that will wound him. And then he'll continue moving. All right, Caliban, also off map, 30 feet to get to the map. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, please.
All right, you rush up, finding yourself in this cavern with your allies.
Did not measure. Let's see. How far away is he? Oh, of course not. I have to zoom out. He's 45 feet. Range on this is plenty. All right. Caliban's going to, he's making a run for it and is going to fire a firebolt towards him.
He managed to evade that easily.
I can't remember how those work with cantrips. You don't get 2 cantrips on a second attack. That's only with your melee weapon, right?
Correct. Yep. Unless you have something like Eldritch Blast, which gives multiple rays, cantrips are generally just once.
Just a one-off. Okay. I think that is all I can do. I will end my turn there.
All right, let's move to the top of the round. All right, the guy that was at the top, he has since been slain, so we'll move to Artem.
All right. Artem will rush up and true strike this one.
He ducks underneath your blade.
All right, I'll just attack normally with my extra attack. Dang
He
it.
jumps over your blade.
These ones are quite slippery. I don't think I have a bonus action. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Laud.
Would these mushrooms provide cover or anything to this creature if I were to, like, stand, say, here? Trying to see if I could take a clean shot with True Strike at him.
From where you're at right now, you have a clean shot. If you go behind the mushrooms, then yes, it would provide some cover.
Okay, so I could just attack from where I'm currently standing with no cover granted to him
Yeah,
or from Artem?
that one small mushroom there is not going to get into your way. And if you draw a line, you're not going through Artem's space to get to his. So yeah, you're good where you're at.
Okay, then I will take a shot at him with True Strike.
That does manage to connect.
Alright, and this will all be radiant damage.
All right, that strike hits him in the back and he drops.
Alright, and then I'll move up 5, say 10. I'm going to keep my distance. I will just end my turn here.
All right, before Glory's turn, popping out from another one of the mushrooms is another one of these Darrow. As he exits from the mushroom cover, he is going to spot you, Artem, and step up and strike out at you.
Oh, are you a friendly one?
As you're seeing this, he's going, ah! With his dagger as he's jabbing out at you. All right, 24. That is going to connect.
Absolutely.
That's going to deal 8 points of damage. Once again, he is going to sweep you to the ground as he stabs at your leg and yanks you down. He's then going to follow that up with a couple of more attacks. 25 is going to connect. And since he has advantage, he's now going to apply his sneak attack. So that's going to be 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm going to use a reaction to spend a spell slot to reduce that damage.
Okay.
And I guess I will do, how much? You said 24?
24 total, yep.
I hate to do it, but I am going to expend a 4th level spell slot and reduce it by 20.
Okay, that's your reaction. He'll follow up with his final attack. 14. I see your AC's 11 right now, but you're blade songing. So what is that really?
Yeah, so it should be 15 right now.
All right, so that will miss. And next up is Glory.
All right, I'm gonna run up. To there and attack the Darrow.
Okay. Yeah, 27 will certainly hit. Slash the halberd down in close quarters, wounding the Darrow. The second attack will hit as well. Wounding him a second time. The third attack, however, he manages to duck. Grim.
Okay. I'm assuming that you're talking about this one, right? This lake?
He's like, when he was shouting at you, he was stamping his foot and pointing down where he's standing.
I'm seeing 1, 2, 4. I see 2 lakes and 4 creatures.
When he was talking to
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, I
Right,
would
'cause
point it
I
out
see-
for you.
Yeah, I see others, so okay. I also see something over here. 5, 10, 15. Hey, where's Orda?
As you call that out from the back, you notice one of these female Darrow looks towards you and says, Auntie's around?
Well, we don't want to keep causing harm. We would like to talk to her, please.
She will only talk to you if you bring the prizes.
Oh, okay. All right. Is there a list or something?
And I'm going to say that's all you can really do in 6 seconds.
Hey guys, there's like a list of prizes we gotta get. Alright, I'm gonna stay here in defensive posture. Gonna stay there in defensive posture.
All right, before Archgale's turn, bouncing out from these mushrooms to the west is another one of these Darrow. He's going to pop up into a flank on the prone Artem and dig in. 27 is going to connect, and that is going to trigger his sneak attack. That is going to be 16 points of damage, and he'll follow it up with 2 additional attacks. 19 will connect for 8 more damage.
This last one I'll give luck.
All right, that'll be a
Or
17.
that's luck. That still hits.
All right. So that'll be 9 more piercing. And yeah, he's going to stay there. Okay, Archgale, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move back 5, 10, 15. Gonna reach down and pat Artem on the shoulder and say he'll be all right. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the. He's pretty beat up. I'm gonna do that at the third. Well, those are pretty useful spells. I'll do it at the 4th level. I'll post that healing.
Thank you. They certainly have a type.
All right, that's the healing you get.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's action. I don't. Well, you know what? I better cast the spell. So that is going to be it for me. I end my turn.
All right, Barnaby.
All right. I see the wounded guy, but instead I'm going to go take the flank. Moving 10 feet there. I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Of course, only use my lucky dice today.
With the flank, that will connect. All right, you pierce into the little guy, wounding him.
All right. And with my my next attack here, it will be at advantage because of Vex.
Yes, that will hit as well. You pierce in and wound him a second time.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. I won't use my I won't use one of my smites. I'll go ahead and keep end my turn.
All righty, Caliban.
All right. I think Caliban can move 30 to here. And he's going to attack the one that's directly in front of, the one that's in his reach, in front of Laud and Burnaby.
Okay.
Not that long of a long sword to get the other guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I will true strike him with the first attack.
The blade comes down, but he evades it.
Rough rolls tonight. Here's second attack.
That one will manage to connect.
I will damage him and sap him. Oh, terrible rolls tonight, but at least I sapped him.
Blade glances off of his arm, and you sap him.
I think that is all I can do on my turn.
All right, Artem prone. Just got some healing magic applied to you. What would you like to do?
Artem is going to stand up and seeing how this is going fairly poorly, at least for him, he is going to cast a Cacophonic Shield on himself. And it is a 10-foot emanation emitting from him.
Okay.
It's basically like mini spirit guardians. And once per turn, so I'm designating all my friends to be unaffected by it. And I guess in order to trigger it, I sort of have to move in and out, right, to get them into it.
Or you wait till they end their turn there. It will only affect them once per turn. So you could either, hope that they end their turn there, or you could try to trigger it yourself.
No, that's fine. I'll stay here and I'll look at everyone. I'll go. Should we be still entering this merchant's place if this is her people? And I will use my bonus action to do second wind on myself. Oh wait, sorry, I don't have second wind. What am I thinking? I'm not a fighter anymore.
I was
that's
just
the end of my turn.
believing you. I was just like, oh, he's a wizard and a fighter. Okay. All right, Log.
All right, I am going to point at this guy and at this guy and upcast at the second level and command them to halt. I command you to halt.
It has no effect.
Nice. Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay. Well then, that was my.
Is it just
action.
humanoids?
Don't think so. Just says
Oh, no,
creature.
creature. No.
So they must be immune to it. Okay. Then I will bonus action bardically inspire Artem. And that's gonna be actually I will move back here. I know I'm gonna get an opportunity attack most likely, but
Yes,
just gonna move there.
indeed. He will certainly try to hit you. 13. No, he doesn't manage to connect.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right, now quick clarification, Artem. You were prone. You never said you stood up, but I'm assuming you would have done that, right?
No, I said I stood up.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, let me go ahead and remove that icon then. All right, so yeah,
Sorry,
this guy
yeah.
is going to go ahead and attack you, Artem. He still got you in the flank there.
Okay, this I will give. I'll use another luck point to give him disadvantage.
All right, and remind me, how many luck points do you have left?
I have one left after this one.
Okay. So an 11 will miss. He'll follow that up with a second attack. 17 will connect.
You know what? I will shield that.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. That's going to set your AC to 20, so that will miss. He will follow that up with a third attack. 26, that will connect. He's going to hit you for 8 points of piercing. All right, you managed to maintain your concentration on the spell. He is...
Oh, yeah, and sorry. And by the way, for those concentration checks, I add my intelligence modifier to my stuff as well. So while Blade Song's going, so it's +4 to whatever the roll is.
Okay. Remind me in case I forget, but yeah, makes sense. He is then going to disengage.
I would like to use my reactive strike.
Post that for me. Do you have to wait until he leaves your reach?
Let's see, which one is it? I wish they would put.
Oh, so it's actually immediately
what
after
is
he takes the action. Okay, then so actually it triggers right here. So he's like, he disengages, and you can immediately take that attack.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is an opportunity attack too. Okay.
All right, he evades that strike. He's going to make his way down to there. All right, and then Glory, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here and then attack the Darrow.
Yeah, 21 will hit. That will wound him. Yeah, 25 will hit as well. Slash down a second time. He's starting to look wounded. Yeah, even the pole strike connects this time. Buttressing him in the shoulder.
So I'm going to move 20 feet back. And that's it.
Okay, Grim.
Okay, I heard the voices from the northeast, right? Those female Darrow.
You heard one of their voices. The one you can see that is straight to, like, kind of a straight line northeast of you. She's the one that shouted out to you.
I'm gonna step up 5 more feet. I'm gonna sheathe my sword, and I'm gonna say, well, okay, we've been a bit of confusion, but okay, we're just looking for the list of prizes, and we'll come back. Yeah, is there a list?
You see she puts a hand to her face. One of them's in this water right here. See if you can get it.
Okay, well, fine. I'm going over here, guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't quite reach it. I have to wait till next turn because it takes a while to get here. I'm gonna still be in defensive posture there, taking a dodge action.
All right, as you get here and just kind of glancing at the water and glancing at these female Darrow, you do notice that the water is pitch black. It almost looks like piles of bones are kind of like sticking through the blackness. It's a very unsettling sight.
Doesn't look like a lake.
All right, move over to this guy's turn. Yeah, he's got Artem wounded, so he's going to focus on Artem here. So he is going to take his first attack on Artem at disadvantage. 10 will miss. He will then follow that up with a second attack. 18. Remind me, are you still shielded, Artem?
Yeah, I'm still shielded, so 20.
All right, so that will miss. He'll follow it up with a third attack, 22. That is going to connect. That is going to deal 8 points of piercing. He is then going to bonus action disengage. Make his way up here. Okay, Archgill.
Okay, all right, let me take a quick measurement here. Oh yeah, that's well within. Okay. This one that ran to the south, I suppose that would be, towards the little pond there. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on him.
All right, you cast Toll the Dead on the one to the south. Yeah, that seems to affect him. The necrotic energy races through him, cracking his skin and blackening it.
Good. And I'm going to move, I suppose. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I will end my turn. Right. Anything else I really want to do? Nope. Okay. Yep, I'm happy. End my turn.
Okay, Barnaby.
All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and move down. I'm going to go right there, and I will Eldritch Blast the very wounded one.
Okay. He flips over the first beam, and then the second one catches him in the thigh.
All right, and I am going to go ahead and end my turn there.
Okay, Caliban.
The one to the south looks pretty hurt. Caliban's going to swing his sword around and cast magic missile towards it. Firing. I have to declare how many I'm firing before I see damages, right?
Correct. Yep. You basically say which level slot you're using, and then you roll the damage.
Okay, I'll use first level, and so I'll cast all 3 of the darts towards the one to the south.
Okay. All right. As all 3 missiles collapse into him at the same time, he drops to the ground.
Around. Oops, I still have the wrong one. 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. And I will end my turn.
All right. And then just quickly, I don't think I removed this guy's disadvantage from before, so removing that now just so it's clear. Artem, your turn.
Where are you running to? He will rush after this guy.
All right, so as you put the aura on him, he'll make that save. He will fail that save. Go ahead and post your thunder damage. All right. Was there any additional rider effect to that, or is it just damage?
They are
Deafened until the
deafened.
start of the... Okay.
Yep.
All right, got it.
And I will continue going forward, and I will True Strike.
Yes, I will connect. Is that correct?
Let me see. For some reason, there's no True Strike attack roll built in, so
The damage for True Strike should be, I believe it's a 2d6. Let me check mine.
oh no, because it's just the normal True Strike just lets you do your intelligence, whatever, and then the upgrade, like when you hit level 5, you get a 1d6 extra damage. So
Yeah, that is accurate. I guess your sword's a 1d6, right?
yeah. I just had a little crappy short sword. So yeah, it's sad but true, Adam. It's that's the damage there. But I get to attack again.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds good. So I'm going to deduct 6 HP. Go ahead and make your second attack.
And I'll have it be radiant damage for all of that, by the way. Just
Okay.
everything, just in case it does better. Second attack, I think, is a crit fail. Oh no, it's because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that is just a miss.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Laud.
All right, I'll run over here. 5. Can I stand on this space? Assuming with the mushroom. If not, I'll stand on the one next to it.
Yeah, you can kind of squeeze in there.
Okay. You look hurt, and then I'll at the 3rd level cast Cure Wounds on Artem.
Yes, these creatures hate me.
29 points. And then that was a 10, so 15, 20. Basically moving back. And I'll just end my turn here. That's it.
Alrighty, Glory.
Alright, I'm gonna move 15 feet down here. I'm going to.
The guy to your south holds up a finger, Glory, and says, "No! Don't come to this pool! Not this pool! No!"
Does he look like a Daryl?
He does indeed.
I'm gonna bonus action extend range action. Can I take a perception check to see if these guys are aggravated? Look like they're they want to attack.
Sure. Yeah. Throw me a perception check. They don't seem aggravated. In fact, if anything, they seem to be tickled at the fact that you guys are fighting in here. They seem to find it very funny, and occasionally you see them like holding up a hand to their mouths and kind of chuckling.
Okay, that ends my turn.
All right, over to Grim.
Okay, can you describe these creatures briefly, please?
They appear to be female Darrow. You can see that they are wearing sort of loose-fitting robe-like clothing. They have some kind of almost like tribal kind of jewelry, bone necklaces. Think of it like that. Each one of them is holding on to, I'm going to say stick in quoted letters here because it doesn't look like even it would be a staff. So yeah, they certainly look a little disheveled, you might say, and clearly a little insane, like all Darrow.
Okay. I'll come back and look at that. All right. So, be right back. Bye. Nothing? Ooh, okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, hey, guys. That lake over there, they want us to find something in that lake to the northeast. I'm going to keep the dodge action, Adam.
All right, sorry about that. Got slightly distracted there. So I'm sorry, you just said dodge action there, Grim. Is that right?
Yep, and there was no opportunity attack. I don't know if I didn't disengage.
Yeah. They don't look like they're trying to attack you. So no, they just are seemingly laughing. So no worries there.
I'm confused.
All right, we move to this opponent here. Yeah, again, he sees the very heavily armored warrior and then the very lightly armored elf. And so he's going to focus on the elf. So he's going to go ahead and stab out at Artem. 20, that is going to connect. And unfortunately, we've got our first roll 20 crash of the night. Let me do a quick refresh so the buttons actually work again.
Doesn't count. Roll 20, save me.
Attack still counts, but I swear that damage I pushed was going to be a lot. Let's see what it is now. All right, it's 7. All right, so he stabs into you for 7. That is going to activate his Vex property. Now he's going to attack you at advantage. Ooh, okay. And let's see. That you said add 4 to that, so that would be a 9.
Yep, looks like it's still fail.
All right, so a fail. We'll go ahead and remove that aura as you lose concentration on Cacophonous Aura.
Let me just double check one quick thing. Does Warcaster do anything for that?
Warcaster lets you make your checks at advantage.
All right, because I do have Warcaster, so I'm gonna roll one more try.
Yep, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. All right, you do manage to maintain concentration. Okay, he's going to follow that up now with an advantage attack. That will critically hit you. Once it critically hits you, he's also going to activate his sneak attack. I believe sneak attack critical still crit. So yeah, I think that's not a bonus action or anything. So this is going to be a big damage gun coming.
I would like to react to lower the amount of damage that this is going to take.
Sure. Yep, you could do that. All right, stab rolls 20 so many damage normal, and the creature is bleeding. All right, so here comes the crit damage. Go ahead and post however much you're reducing there, Lod.
Yeah. So it's cutting words. I should just be able to reduce it by a d10.
Okay, got it. So that's pretty straightforward. All right, so it's 11 from that, and then an additional 28. So a total of 39. You're reducing it by 9, so that'll be 30 points of damage to you there, Artem.
All right. Yeah, I will take it.
Okay. And since he hits you on the second attack, that triggers Vex again, and now he's attacking you for advantage once again. And that will critically hit you.
Oh my god.
He can't sneak attack again, so just a regular crit. That's going to be 10 additional points of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the con save for that first 30 hit, so I have to beat 15, right?
Yes, 15, you have an advantage. Yep, so you succeed on
Okay.
that. Okay,
And
he's...
then second one.
Yep, you succeed on that. He's going to go ahead and bonus action disengage. Make his way down here. Okay, next up is Archgale.
Okay. Well, seeing the one on the north, I'm gonna Toll the Dead it.
Yep, and not very wise, these guys. That seems like it will affect him. Okay, once again, necrotic energy races through the Darrow, wounding him.
Poor Artem. There's not a whole lot I could do for you, but it's
They
it's
love
just funny.
stabbing me.
Okay. I also don't know what to do about these guys, so I'm gonna let someone else take the lead on that. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go up here. And I'm going to strike out with them, and then I'm going to see what happens, and then probably do it again.
Okay. Yeah, 29. That's definitely going to hit. Blade punctures into the creature, wounding it.
All right, this one here will be at advantage.
29 will hit. Oof, he is nearly dead.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just I was going to use a spear, a spell slot, but I'll go ahead and end there because I think even Caliban will hit. You know.
No pressure, Caliban. Your turn.
Okay, I attack the gnome.
Don't worry, dude. I've seen your dice; they're worse than mine.
Even Caliban can hit. Come on. It's not that bad. Yeah, he'll try to take the Darrow out here. I will, or the Darrow. I will True Strike the first one. What's going on here? There we go. Sorry.
Oof.
Oh,
that is going to be a fumble, as though premonition from Barnaby. Let's see a spell fumble there, Calvin.
Yep, missed me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good. Whew.
You are quite embarrassed. And that is also
Somebody
going to
give him
miss.
permission to hit.
But unfortunately, as you miss him, you think to yourself, man, if only I had enough movement to get to the flanking position. Wait, I did. Why didn't I do that? Oh, damn it.
I went up there. Let me say something real quick. I went up there because I was like, okay, Caliban will take it or Glory will take it. I was like, I was given the space.
I didn't think I would need it, but you're right. I should have. That was the thing for sure. I got thrown off by the taunting.
Should have asked your friends.
Should have asked the friends. No kidding. Well, let's see. Is he gonna hit again? Yeah. You know what? I'll do it. Let me action surge to take this guy down.
Alrighty, now don't be super embarrassed and miss twice more. Come on, Caliban, we believe in you.
I will now take the flank. That I've been tipped off, and there we go.
That is going to hit, and he literally had 1 HP left, so he is dead.
Oh, man. All right. At that embarrassment, I will end my turn.
Okay, back up to Artem. Now let me do a quick check on our initiative here. I believe we are out of active opponents. We are, actually, so let me go ahead and just get us out of initiative here, folks.
All right, Artem will stand up slowly and like look around nervously, expecting more of these little guys to pop out of the mushrooms.
They really like to attack you.
They've stabbed me so many times.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Which of these pools do they not want us to go into? The one that's in front of us?
They wanted us to check out the one to the south. Those two to the south.
No, actually, the ladies in the northeast told me to look in that lake. That's one of the prizes.
Which lake?
Oh, here, I'll show you. Where's Barnaby and Lot? And Artem?
Go back here. I'm gonna help Artem real fast though, and I'll pull out a couple of potions of healing from the bag of holding and hand them to Artem. We have 4 of them in there. I'm gonna hand 2 of them to Artem.
Oh, thank you. I will drink one immediately. And Arden will drink a potion of healing and cast mage armor on himself.
2d4 plus 2 for the healing.
Do you want me to try patching up those wounds there, Artem?
Oh, are you a doctor?
I've got some field medic training. I see what I can do.
I can also lay on hands 20 points.
If you are familiar with the elven biology, then proceed.
Caliban pulls out some bandages out of his healer's kit and tries to bandage some of the worst of the wounds. And so that just basically gets you... allows you to use one of your hit point dice. And then I roll the die. So what's your hit die?
D6. I'm a wizard.
Oops, I rolled the first one, the 4.
And your proficiency bonus should be 4, I believe, so that'll be 8 HP restored.
Thank you again, new friends.
Well, why don't these guys want us to go to the pool?
Well,
There's a prize in there. Come on, I'll show you. This way.
can you talk to the locals, lad?
I don't know what language they speak, but maybe. I mean, the comprehend languages thing has fallen off, so unless they speak like common, probably not.
This lady here said there's a prize in that lake.
Oh my! There's so many of you. Why are you getting so close? Maybe you should back up a little bit. I don't like so many people crowding on me. Why are you getting over?
Oh, okay. I'll scoot back. I'm kind of the big one back over here. Barnaby's really tiny.
It's so much easier to talk to you if we're near each other. Isn't that correct? I don't want to yell to you.
That's much better. Claustrophobic, yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's a prize in the water, right? Isn't that right, sister? Yes, prize in the water, yeah.
Do you know who the Witch Queen is? Is one of you the Witch Queen?
You see they both look at each other, and then they put a hand to their mouth, and they both start laughing. No, that's Auntie. We're just her apprentices.
Oh, should we find these gifts and go give them to her? Is that the goal here?
Yeah, duh. Didn't you get it? Didn't you read the sign?
Yeah.
Can we search the lake for the prize?
Yes. Look in there. See if you can find it.
Gloria, do you have a rope? If you tie the rope around me, I can wade in there and.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if
I
I
lost my rope a while back.
Isn't that the very unsettling looking lake?
Those of you that are close enough to it, looking towards it, it looks as though it is pitch black water.
Excuse me, miss. Is it okay if I go up by the water and look inside? I don't want to scare you.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll just come over here because I don't want you to be right up on my face. Sister, they want to check out the pool. Yeah, just come over here. Let them check out the pool.
Adam, I'm going to go ahead, and I don't know if it will help with my, double sight, but I'll go ahead and look into the pool.
It looks pitch black. You notice that there is bones, and it looks like a stone staff jutting through this blackness.
How far away is the stone staff?
Looks to be about 20 foot deep, as best you can tell, near the center, a little shallower near the edges.
Do any of my friends have an ability, like telekinetic power or something like that, to be able to lift something? Don't be
Telekinetic.
shy. Or maybe you can cast like magic with your hands to, that can grab things. I don't know what spells all of you have.
Whenever I grab things, I electrocute them.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Well, if I'm using a spell.
Oh,
I think you know what most of my spells do, Barnaby.
Yeah, I know, and they're really good healing spells. And I know you have a couple of others, but I wasn't sure. Maybe somebody may have like that magical hand that can go in and grab things.
No, I do not possess the ability to do Mage Hand.
yeah,
One
I
of the
don't
most
have that
common spells, and nobody has it. Wonderful party we are, huh?
Well, I'm not a wizard, so
I can clean you once you emerge from that shit water.
Oh, I'm not planning on going in.
I could turn somebody into a creature that can swim.
How far out is the staff? Or, like, is it deep? Is it poking out somewhere?
It looks to be about 20 feet deep, as best you can tell, and the staff looks to be in the center of that at the deepest point.
Oh, very good.
Caliban, you have my permission to go into that pool.
Hey, I'd be willing to do it, but with my armor, I'd sink like a stone. I need somebody at least to be able to pull me out. Nobody has any rope anymore?
I can turn you into a giant squid.
That sounds tempting, but shouldn't we save that? That seems like a pretty powerful spell for... We have to do many treasures here, don't we?
Maybe. Let me look at the bag of holding and see if there's rope in there. I think there's rope. We'd used rope pretty recently. Let me double check.
All right, as you guys seem to be hemming and hawing here a bit, you notice the two nearby creatures speaking to each other in a different language. I don't know if anyone speaks this one. I'm going to chat this down real quick.
What? They say that the gnome is the best looking one? Oh, okay. Yeah.
As they're doing that, I guess I will reach out and cast a spell on Glory, since they're right next to me. And I'll cast Tongues. So that way we know if the ladies in the nail salon are talking about us.
Just because of how long it took me to type this out, I'm going to say they did say this before you managed to cast Tongues, but you can go ahead and cast Tongues.
Alright, I cast Tongues on Glory.
Does that give me the ability to speak their language as well?
Yeah, so essentially you can
Yeah,
understand
they
their
understand.
language, and then they understand anything as long as they know at least one language.
Okay.
I don't know if it means you're talking their language, but
No,
they can understand you.
but keep in mind, they've been speaking common, so you're pretty sure they understand you.
Well, I've got a rope. I'll hand it
Oh.
to Caliban.
And excuse me, Miss or Mrs., because there's several of you. What kind of prize do we get if we go down there and grab whatever it is? I don't understand the game.
Oh my goodness, you're just like so new around here. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Like anything.
You're right. You're right. That's
Oh
why
my
I come
goodness.
to your wisdom. Oh, wait a second. You don't have a high wisdom. I mean, your intelligence. I didn't say that.
Orda only meets with those who are worthy. To prove that you're worthy, you have to bring all the prizes to Orda. How much simpler could it be?
I kind of think there's something in there that's gonna attack us, so I'm not going in. But Caliban, you can go in.
Maybe Glory should. He doesn't have to don and doff armor and all that.
I'm weighted down heavily by this breastplate.
No,
Have you
no.
seen me? I'm like a walking tin can. Jesus. All right.
You sure you don't want to be a squid?
Might need it. I don't know.
The problem is too is I would imagine that if you're in the water, you probably won't be able to use any spells that you have to actually talk. You know.
You want me to give you a toss? It'll be like I'm fishing.
I think we could. Why don't we toss Barnaby? We could chuck him pretty much spot on. Chuck him 3 or 4 times further than me.
I'm not fearful of you.
Hell,
All right.
if we tied the rope on him, we could spin him around and chuck him out there, kind of lasso style.
Who wants this rope?
Oh, who's going in? Or are we rock, paper, scissoring it? Stone, scroll, or daggering? Is that how it goes in D&D?
I whisper. I can hear them talking. I know what they're saying.
What are they saying?
They're saying as long as the one with the horns doesn't go in, we'll be laughing.
Oh, okay. So that means Caliban needs to go in.
I don't think for a second I believe you, Glory. I don't even need to insight check that.
Maybe Glory passes deception check. Who knows?
Come on, go do it. Caliban, you can do it.
Yeah, you don't even have to ask us permission.
Ties the rope around. It's just grumbling the whole time. He gives the rope to Glory. When I say pull, you pull me out. Got it?
Well, if you're underwater, you're not gonna be able to say anything. Maybe if you tug on the rope, you should pull.
Yeah. 2 tugs, yank me out with all you can. Rage if you have to.
You don't weigh much.
I don't, but this damn armor does. All right. Caliban will step into the...
I don't want to pull your arm out of your shoulder.
It's tied around my waist.
All right, so just visualizing this real quick. So Caliban, you're still dressed in your plate armor, and you still have like all your normal stuff on you. You've tied a rope around your waist. Are your hands free at the moment? You've handed the rope back to Glory. Glory, I assume both your hands are on the rope. Am I painting the correct picture here?
I would probably also put it around my waist.
Okay, so all right, so it's tied 50-foot rope, 1 coil around Caliban's waist, 1 coil around Glory's waist. So all together, you probably have like 40 feet of length that's free.
That works. Yep. Yep. He'll start wading into the water.
All right. So yeah, you notice that it starts just a couple feet deep, but it's like very slanted, and it's pretty quickly. If you just take another step, it's going to be over your head.
And this thing is kind of, can I ping? Is it kind of there?
You got it. Yep.
Hold on a second. Let me give you a little bit more protection just in case. So Adam, I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on, Caliban. I think he's going to need it.
Okay.
And here, I got you too, Caliban. I'll pat him on the head. Now have fun out there, and I'll cast Guidance on Athletics for him.
And I believe in you, and I'll bardically inspire him.
Okay.
All the perks.
I don't know if you can do it or not. I haven't known you long enough.
He is going to...
You're not helping.
Actually, I have a... I have a. What are we at? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, hopefully it goes far enough down. All right, we got a new plan here. He taps himself on the shoulder and casts his jump spell. And I am going to attempt to jump to that spot right over where the thing is.
Okay, you're able to do so, but you hit the water and then start sinking like a rock with all of your heavy armor and such. You feel yourself dropping. As you get close near towards the bottom, you notice this pitch blackness that Barnaby was talking about. It kind of seems to move all of a sudden. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Because of course it does.
All right, and then just one moment. Okay, if you have some kind of ability that allows you to roll at advantage or any of that kind of stuff, feel free to do so.
Artem, do you want to switch?
No. I'm in the back. That's fine.
All right, so how I'm going to rule this as Glory, go ahead and throw me a perception check. This isn't taking a turn or anything like that. This is just to see if you notice while you're at the top. Yeah, so you notice Caliban sinking, and just before he gets to that blackness where the staff looks like it is jutting out from, you notice the blackness moves. It is your turn to react or do whatever you'd like to do. What would you like to do?
Okay, that looks bad. I'm going to bonus action rage and start walking back, trying to pull Caliban to shore.
Okay, so you rage. That's your bonus action. You can feel free to move backwards. Keep in mind you're moving at difficult terrain. Since he's, let me unlock tokens. Since he's underwater, I'm going to say this is going to be double movement as well. So each square you move, count that as 20 feet.
Okay. There's 40 feet, and then I get another 20 feet.
Okay, yep. And keep in mind you've got 40 length of rope between you and Caliban.
And I'm going to dodge.
Okay. So Caliban, you're essentially free falling. You're getting closer and closer to the bottom. You notice this blackness. You can't stop yourself from moving, but what would you like to do? It is your turn.
Can I tell this blackness is actually like moving towards me or just starting to move?
Yeah, so since this is happening so quickly, all you notice is that it starts to move. That's all you get, and then you have to make your decision of how you act.
Okay. And since I'm underwater, there's no chance of using verbal. I will attempt to move back. I don't know if I can swim at all, or attempt to use the rope to pull myself back towards shore.
All right, I'm going to say give me an athletics check. This is going to be relatively challenging, both because of your weight and the fact that you are in free fall, right, just as you notice this. But yeah, go ahead and throw me an athletics check.
So you'll have to help me with all the various bonuses. I'll get on it. Oh.
All right, that's going to fail, and regardless of bonuses, that's not going to succeed.
Okay, but I would like to... Gosh, it's been a while since I did this. If you fail... Nope, a saving throw, that's not what I do. I do have a check here. I have something for athletics checks. I never actually ever failed them, but I failed it now. can't I find that?
Artem just posted Tactical Mind. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. That's what it is. Yes. Why can't I find here? Tactical Master? Nope. Tactical Mind. Tactical Shift?
Probably part of another ability, like what's Second Wind or something.
Yeah, so it says when you fail an
Mind, there
ability
it is.
check, you can expend your use of Second Wind to push yourself towards success. Rather than gaining HP, you roll a d10 and add that number. Is that what you'd like
There
to
it is.
use?
That's what I'd like to do. Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll a d10. Okay, so that will still fail. I know you got guidance. That could be a max of 4. That would still fail. Do you want to burn your Bardic Inspiration from Laud?
I would like to actually. Can I use my heroic inspiration to re-roll?
So do you have Heroic Inspiration from the previous session?
It was on my sheet. Yep.
Yeah, it would have been from the musician feat that I have. After a long or short rest, I can give it to the entire party.
Yeah, but since he wasn't in gameplay last session, I'm going to assume that doesn't affect him, right? Because he essentially wasn't here. So if he had it rolled over from the previous one, which sounds like it does because it was on his sheet. Okay, so let me just think about this real quick. So you used Tactical Mind. That failed. Now you want to... Yeah, I guess that would still work. So sure, go ahead and re-roll Athletics. I'm going to still say you're using Tactical Mind, though, because you already declared that.
Yep. That's fine. God
Okay.
damn it tonight! I tell
So
you.
that is still going to fail. Would you like to burn your Bardic Inspiration?
I don't think there's any point at that with a 1. Oh, I guess I still stay with. No, I have to take the re-roll, don't I?
You do, yep.
Yeah. So there's no way that was a. That's a.
Well, I mean, you had the 4, and then potentially another 4, and potentially another 10. So, like, I mean, you could add 14 more on top of the 12 that you currently have potentially. But I don't know if that'll be enough.
Do I still get the tactical mind for it?
You do, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think this is gonna be bad. I want to use that. So.
All right, so
I'll
roll a
burn the Bardic
d10
Inspiration.
and a d4. This is going to reflect both using your Bardic Inspiration and the guidance.
Oh my god.
Okay, so after all
D4 's
that,
the
it is
control.
still going to fail.
All
right,
right. No
so
worries. It's worth a try.
make sure all that stuff's burned. So basically, you realize this at the last moment. You turn and you're like trying to grab onto the rope, but the weight is just pulling you down so far. There's not much you can do. As your feet sink into this blackness, you feel pain immediately. You're going to take 14 points of acid damage as the acid starts to burn. You notice in your pain, while you're holding your breath, your boots start to dissolve.
He will just give a hard double tug on the rope as described, and my turn.
All right, we get to Mystery Initiative number 19. All right, and you notice, I'm going to go ahead and swap this in. You notice as the Darrow woman farthest away from you cackles with glee and says, "All right, here's the test!" And she's going to go ahead and use her ability. All right, she is going to... oh, actually, you know what? You guys are lined up pretty good. So, yep, she's going to step here and she's going to cast a spell. All right, and after she casts that spell, a bolt of lightning is going to erupt in this line straight from her, hitting Glory, Laud, and Archgale. I'll need each of you guys to throw me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take that.
All right, it's DC 14. If you failed that, you're going to take 32 points of lightning damage. If you succeeded, you will take 16. As the bolt arcs out, strikes into the three of you, you see she smiles with glee at this bright flash of light, and then she's going to hop back into the spot. And Grim, you're up next.
Well, that was a wrong choice. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 puts her at the edge. If I can grapple her and throw her in the lake. I can bonus action. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna grapple the lady to myself.
All right, you attempt to grapple her. She's going to try to evade that. So she'll make a check. Yeah, you manage to successfully grapple her.
Okay, that's 20. Is it 30 to put her next to Barnaby?
Remember, you move and then she moves with you. So if you step north 10, because you're grappling, then she'll be behind you. If you want to move her all the way there, that would be 10, 20.
Okay. So then I'm going to have to bonus. I'm gonna throw her in the lake. So I have a bonus action adrenaline rush to dash. So I think
Okay.
I have enough movement because that gives me 20. And then move 10. This will give me 40 feet of movement to throw her into the lake.
Okay, so you're 10, 20, you're trying to basically get her like here. Is that right? That would be 40 feet to get her there. So you're basically moving to the. Are you going in the water yourself, or are you trying to actually throw her?
Trying to actually throw her. Yeah, push her, throw her. Yeah, as much as I can.
Okay, so as you try to launch her, I'm going to treat this as essentially like your second attack from extra attack, and I'm going to give her another check to try to essentially not be thrown. And here comes that check. Yeah, you do manage to throw her, and she lands there in the water. You notice as she lands, she hits the surface of the water, and you see her like paddling quickly. She's not wearing anything heavy, so she doesn't seem to sink immediately.
Okay.
All right, Barnaby.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and, well, we've got that one down there. I'm going to go ahead and move in.
No, not me. I'm not part of the test. Only her, the one you threw in the lake.
And I don't trust her. So I'm going to go ahead and stabby this one here.
Okay. Yeah, 29 will hit. Okay, you stab at her, wounding her.
All right. And this one here is at advantage.
That will miss as she ducks away.
All right. And I don't want to do anything with my bonus action, so I'll just end my turn.
Okay, Laud.
Okay, if I step here, can I see Caliban?
You can.
Okay, I am going to point at him, and I am going to cast Polymorph to try to turn him into a giant squid.
All right, so Caliban, you're underwater. You can't hear anything. You feel magic suddenly trying to shape your body. Do you resist?
If it's making it easier to breathe or move,
You have no idea. It's just shaping your body. It might be turning you into a slug. It might be turning you into a rock. You don't know.
It's true. It's true, but it's not burning, which I think is his primary concern. I no. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Law did suggest turning me into a squid before I even went into the water, so I don't think it'd be out of realm of reason to think that that's what he was doing.
Okay, fair enough. So yes, you cast this spell, Laud, and you're turning him into. I'm sorry. What was that again?
It's a giant squid, so it's a CR6 creature. That's a huge beast. Should apply to this. It's got 120 temp HP.
All right, giant squid. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Caliban, is I'm going to turn off your vision.
So dark.
And I'm going to center the squid to where you were. Give you access to this sheet. Okay, you have access to the sheet. Let me make sure the token's vision is correct. It looks like it is, so you should be able to see now, Caliban. Is that right?
I can see the ape sheet. I'm not seeing the squid sheet.
Oh, let me put it in
there
the
it is.
same
I got it.
spot to make it easier.
I got it. That's good. I found it.
Yeah, I'm just going to slide it down to the minion summon companions just for posterity's sake. Okay, so that is your action log. You're concentrating on that. Anything else?
Yeah, so that was 5 feet of movement. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get behind over here, and I will end my turn over here.
Okay, Archgale.
Okay, I cast Spirit Guardians at the 4th level.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna move. So let me just double check something. 15. Okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10.
Okay, yep, so that will touch upon her. She passes.
And then I'm gonna move 5, 10 to there.
All right, first one will fail. Second one will fail.
Do you want me to re-roll damage on that?
Oh no, we're gonna take that super low roll.
Okay. All right. That being my action. Let's see, anything else? Nope. I end my turn.
All right, before we move to Artem's turn. So, Caliban, now that you are a squid, you notice this blackness seems to separate off into distinct forms. This particular form is going to attack you.
Okay.
Okay, and as a squid, your AC is 12. You cannot take, you can't cast spells or anything like that while you're in this form.
Would he would he have a 14 because of the Shield of Faith I cast on him?
Yes, we'll say that's still applying.
Probably not going to help, but it's there.
Okay, that is going to connect against you there, squid. You are going to take 17 points of acid damage, and you are grappled and restrained.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, you feel this acidic grab burning into your flesh.
Hold on, Adam. Hold on. I'm trying to push to talk and look at this sheet. I think I have to just change. Where can I track the hit points? I guess on the token?
Yep, if you click the token, you should be able to just click in the green bubble and hit minus how much you just took, and it'll update for you.
All right. Okay. So when I get hit, though, that worked. When I get hit, I am going to ink.
All right, we'll go ahead and set you to public advantage. Okay, so that means this is now a heavily obscured area, 15 feet. Hang on one
Says
sec.
I can move up to my swim speed, but I guess I'm restrained.
Correct. So unfortunately, you will not be able to do that. Okay, so 15 feet cube centered on you. Let me draw a quick cube. Okay, so everything in that area is currently heavily obscured. You can no longer see the squid. And if a token enemy is fully contained in there, you won't be able to see it either. To make this easier, I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, still before the next turn. Okay, so the one that is north of Barnaby, the Darrow here, she's going to go ahead and enter combat. Okay, and she is going to use her. She's going to go ahead and let me just double check how many folks this can hit. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and cast a spell. And that's going to manifest in a 10-foot radius. So that is going to hit Archgale, Glory, Artem, and Laud. I'll need each of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Do I get the plus from being close to Barnaby?
You
Am I in
do.
that space?
Yep, you're close enough.
Okay, I would like to use. So like, do I need to? Can I see if I fail this before I use inspiration, or
Yeah.
do I need to declare that up front? Okay.
You're talking about heroic inspiration? Yeah, you can use that after the fact.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure I need to use it.
Yep, that is.
I'm going to
something
use that as well.
Okay, and can I also use lucky on top of this, like on the second roll, or no?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll roll this at advantage.
Oh, well, it's meant to be.
So Artem and Laud will both fail. See, I think I missed Archgale with the +5. You'll succeed. Glory rolled a 20, so you'll succeed. So Laud and Artem, you are both confused.
All right.
Can I use counter charm? It says if you are a creature within 30 feet of you, you
This
can
is
take
not
a
the
reaction.
charmed or frightened condition.
Okay, all right.
Once I fail that saving throw, I'm going to activate, or it just sort of activates, I guess, Mythal Touched.
Okay, I believe you have to roll on a chart to see what happens to this one.
Yeah, I'm going to roll a d20. Oh my god.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't know these off the top of my head. Okay, gravity is reversed and a 15-foot radius is centered on you for 1 minute per the reverse gravity spell. All right. So 15 feet, that's going to hit Glory, Artem, and Laud. Let me look that up real quick.
I'm sorry, guys. This is a very chaotic thing I picked.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit like Wild Magic. All right, this is a 7th level spell. Damn, okay.
How high are the ceilings here?
Let's see. They're going to be super high now. No, I'm kidding. Let me double check. I don't know. It's because I'm sure at the beginning of the module, or beginning of this section of the module.
I'm glad I didn't let go of the rope yet.
If I wasn't confused before, I will be when the gravity reverses.
25 feet. So you guys get flung upwards. The can't really. Okay, so this essentially treats it like you fall 25 feet. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it says as per the spell. So all a creature can make a dex saving throw to grab a fixed object it can reach, thus avoiding the fall upward. I don't think that there's an object Artem or Laud could really grab that's fixed. Like, even the mushrooms, I don't think are going to survive yanking 25 feet fall of gravity. So I'm going to say there's nothing really for you guys. Glory, since you're holding onto the rope, again, there's 40 feet of slack to the rope. So, yeah, there's enough slack that you could slam into the ceiling and still have give. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... not to mention that it was tied around Caliban's waist when he shapeshifted into a squid. I'm going to assume that fell off of him. Otherwise, it would probably snap the rope, right? Because he went from medium to huge. So I'm going to say that's free floating in the water. So yeah, I think all of you guys are going to slam to the ceiling and take damage.
Okay. Can I use lucky on my concentration to maintain it?
Yep, you can. Let me know how many lucky you have after you do that.
Yeah, I've got 1 left. So.
All right, so you'll each take 7 points of damage as you're slammed into the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I had already rolled it, but I guess it automatically does.
Yeah, if we've got the little icon on you, it'll auto roll it for us so we don't forget. Okay, all right, yeah, so you guys are stuck on the ceiling. Yeah, and then let's see. So Artem, at the beginning of your turn, please roll a d10.
Okay. Does
is that-
confusion make it so I don't concentrate? Or is that not part of confusion?
It does not end concentration, no. Okay, 4. The target doesn't move or take action, so essentially you just lose your turn. You can't take bonus actions or reactions, and you roll okay. The end of each of its turns, you can repeat the save, so go ahead and make another wisdom save. All right, so you're no longer confused, but you still are pinned to the ceiling. Archgale, I see your hands up.
I assume that was the end of the lady's turn.
The first
Them
one.
getting flung up. So since she doesn't move, does my spell go off again?
Does it say end of turn?
Let me look. Oh, it's only once per turn, so never mind. That's why I was confused. But yes, usually it's when they enter at the end. So never mind.
It's
No
per
worries.
turn, not per round.
Oh, so that would be a new turn, wouldn't it?
I'm going to say no, because the way this is worded is it gets really wonky. And I know this is one I specifically looked at in the past. Generally speaking, any of these AoEs are just once per round. It makes it easier rather than having to gauge when each thing is occurring. So we're just going to say this is once per round.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, fair enough. Yep.
Okay,
I was
let's see
thinking
then.
that same thing right after I said it. I was like, yeah, but that gets wonky.
It gets very, very messy. I know this is one of the most common house rule things. Okay, this last one is going to enter initiative as well.
And hey, Adam, while you're doing that, I dropped out of the initiative. I should be behind Glory.
Yes, I'll reflect you here in one moment. Okay, so all that is fixed, and then let me go ahead and enter the squid. And squid is at 19.12, same initiative that Caliban had. Okay, so that should be all fixed at this point. So before Artem's turn, we're on the second individual here. She is... She is going to use her Explosion of Madness ability, and she is going to target that to hit Grim, Glory, and Archgale. I'll need the 3 of you guys to make wisdom saving throws.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay.
Did I fail?
You did fail.
Before? All right, I'm going to use. What the hell is it called? That.
Okay, so that will be a success. Okay, so so Grim, you failed, and let's see, Glory succeeded on the reroll. Archgale succeeded, so just Grim. So Grim, you're going to take some damage. And that is not posting. One moment. You are going to take 10 points of psychic damage, and you must immediately use your reaction to move and attack the nearest opponent of her. So that's going to be Archgale.
Who cast the spell real quick?
It's not a spell. This is an ability, and it was her that used it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was her that used it. Yep.
Nothing you do is right.
All right, that will
Oh
connect.
no. Oh,
All right, so 10 points of damage to Archgale. Then we get to Artem's turn. Artem, you're no longer confused, but you are pinned on the ceiling.
Okay. I will stand up and look down at the battlefield going on and try to walk on the ceiling.
Okay. So yes, so you stand up. You're able to do that. Did you just moved 5 feet northeast, right?
Yep.
All right, hold off on any additional moving. I want to make sure I've got this mapped out correctly.
Okay. And then I will look down at those ones that are fighting my new friends, and I will shoot a blast. The Spellfire Flare. But I'm going to do it at second level. To shoot one at each of these ones down here near Barnaby.
So you're shooting how many shot? Is this 3?
It's just going to be 2 because I'm just doing it at second level.
Just 2. Okay, so the 2 right next to Barnaby. Gotcha.
Yep. So I guess the first one's the top one, the second one's the bottom one.
All right, sounds good. Yes, those will both hit. All right, let me quickly double check if she has this ability. Okay, she does not, so that will end confusion. So, Laud, you'll not be confused any longer.
Why am I to say like?
It happens sometimes.
All right, the other one is wounded as well.
All right. And let me just make sure Spider Climb's not a bonus action now. I don't think it is.
Yeah, and I'm adjusting this real quick because the radius was in glory space as well. So based on where you had moved, 15-foot radius, I think that's correct. It's as far as what it's going to impact, I think that's accurate.
Okay. I will be, and then Artem starts moving over towards the wall over here, and then that's the end of my turn.
All right, before the top of the round, the blackness from the bottom of the water is going to again reveal itself in more shapes. All right, and both of these shapes are going to attack the squid. So bad news, squid. You're currently in heavy obscurement, and as a squid, you don't have blind sight. You have dark vision, but you can't see in the heavy cloud. But on the contrary, these black puddings do have blind sight, so they can still see you. So now they're attacking at advantage against you. So 16 on the squid is going to connect. All right, roll 20 crashed again. Quick refresh momentarily. All right, and then once these two opponents take their turn, we'll go ahead and do our break just because we're right at the end there. Okay, so hopefully this is working now. All right, so that's going to be 16 acid damage to the squid. And then the last one is going to enter this space as well and also attack. That's a 16. That will hit the squid again for 25 points of acid. So, squid, you are currently grappled and restrained by all 3 of these puddings. Okay, that takes us to the top of the round. And now that all opponents are visible, hopefully the next few rounds will work a little faster. But yeah, that is where we're at. Let's go ahead and pause, take our 15-minute break, folks, and we'll come back on the other side.
Boom, boom, boom. See you guys in a few.
GG.
Alrighty, folks, we are back on the other half of our session in the middle of this very dangerous battle. Let's go ahead and get our team back on the map and pick up where we left off. Alrighty, we are at the top of our round. Glory, it is your turn. You're currently on the ceiling thanks to that reverse gravity from Artem.
Okay, I'm going to take out my halberd. And then bonus action, Celestial Revelation for Heavenly Wings. And I'm going to fly down there and attack this Darrow.
Okay. 21 will hit. All right, you strike into her, wounding her. Second attack, 27. That'll hit as well.
And that adds the Heavenly Wings radiant damage, which is my proficiency of 4.
Okay. Yeah, you see you're wearing her down. Okay, we go to the giant squid who's currently triple grappled. What would you like to do, giant squid?
Well, I'm much bigger than these things. Can they actually hold me back?
You're actually only one size larger than them, and so yes, they can.
Can I guess it's dark or it's inky. I can't see anything. Can I try to grab for that staff?
Sure. I'm going to say that's going to be, that's not really an attack. I'm going to call that, let's say that is a perception check at disadvantage since you can't see anything. And if so, and you succeed on the DC, we'll assume you get one of your tentacles wrapped around it.
Yeah. I don't want to use it as my attack, but I'd like to try to grab that as an interaction. If I have lots of tentacles. So
I'm going to say it is your action. If you don't want to use your action to try to grab it, then no, you can't do that.
Okay. So the first one that had me restrained, I am going to.
One other really quick thing. At the start of your turn, because you're currently being grappled by them, you are going to take 2 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And then, yep, the one that started attacking you first, you want to try to hit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna first try to. I'll try to bite it first.
All right, you try to bite into the pudding. You're attacking at disadvantage. An 11 will hit. Go ahead and post damage. All right, so you bite into it, dealing piercing damage. As you bite into it, you are going to take 8 points of acid damage from its corrosive form. All right, I've applied the bite damage to the pudding.
Okay, I'm gonna try to beat it with a tentacle as well.
20. Unfortunately, that's only a 26 because you're
disadvantage.
attacking at disadvantage. That will indeed hit it. And you're going to take another 8 points of acid damage. And you will wound the tentacle, or I'm sorry, you will wound the pudding once again.
Yeah, I think that's my action. I don't seem to have any bonus actions or anything, so that's probably all I can do.
All right, we move to Grim.
I'm sorry, Archie. I didn't know what the hell's going on. I think this lady made me do it. I'm going to attack the one between Glory and Barnaby.
Okay. Yes, that will hit. Okay, that slash will wound them.
Second attack.
That will hit as well, yeah. And that will wound her. She is just barely clinging to life.
Shield bash her, please.
All right, she'll have to make a strength saving throw against that. She will fail and get knocked prone.
Then I'll move there in my turn.
Okay, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack her.
Okay, yes, that will connect. That is the wounded one in between yourself and Glory, right?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
All right, that is going to
I have
dispatch
advantage.
her.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack this one here. No Vex or anything. Too bad, but let's see.
All right, and then sorry, one quick thing. I'm noticing that the one that got thrown into the water somehow got taken out of initiative, and she was actually at a 19, so I'm going to re-add her. I'm going to put her right after you, Barnaby, just to not interrupt the flow here, but I'm going to give her the closest initiative. All right,
Perfect.
and so your second attack is going to miss.
All right, I'll go ahead and end my turn.
Right, because Vex only works if it's on the same opponent, right?
Correct. Right,
Okay.
right. Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, now it is her turn. And she's going to swim out to here. And then she is going to...
Did she just enter my emanation?
Yes, she did, yeah.
And my reach?
And how high are you flying?
I'm on the ground. I just flew to the ground
Then she is in your reach.
because I wanted to be on flank with Barnaby.
All right, the emanation will wound her. Let's see, 16. Yeah, 16 is good enough.
Take 4 off that 14.
All right, that will wound her as well as use your reaction to attack her. She is then going to go ahead and use her Explosion of Madness ability, and that is going to hit Archgale, Glory, Grim, and Barnaby. I'll need you all to make wisdom saving throws. Okay, Barnaby will fail, Grim will fail.
Use my inspiration.
Okay.
But don't forget, everyone has a +5.
Grim will still fail. Okay, so Grim and so everybody is going to take damage. You'll take half if you succeeded. So Archgale succeeded and Glory with the aura succeeded.
So is hers higher than a 16? Is that what it is?
Who are you asking about?
On this, because with my I have advantage on wisdom saving throw, so mine's a 16.
Okay, then if you rolled a 16, you succeeded. So you will take half damage. So this is psychic damage. If you succeeded the save, you take half damage, so 7 psychic. If you failed, you'll take 15 psychic, and you must use your reaction to immediately attack the nearest enemy of her. So based on that, I think the only one that truly failed is Grim. Is that right?
Yeah, I tried.
All right,
And Adam, anyone within my aura is resistant to psychic damage.
okay. So half again then. So instead of 7, 3 if you
Oh,
succeeded.
nice.
All right, so Grim, you must make an opportunity attack against Barnaby.
Barnaby, you little shit.
All right, 25, certainly going to hit. 16 points of damage to Barnaby. Okay, Barnaby, go ahead and take that damage. Roll a con save for Shield of Faith.
Yep, I'll just go ahead and take it out of here.
And then we'll move to Laud while Barnaby's updating the token. Laud, your turn.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Blink on myself. Okay, and then I will. Which of these 2 spaces would I go to if I can move? I want to try to move over against the wall and then try to climb down as much as I can.
So you're prone on the ceiling. So you cast Blink's your action. You can stand up using half your movement. And then from where you're at right now, I'd say you can reach the wall. Now keep in mind, you're trying to climb, right? So it's almost like normal climbing, just upside down climbing. So if you fail, that means falling back to the ceiling.
Okay. Well, since I'm on the the top of it, I guess I'll just start from where I'm at. So I have 15 more feet of movement. So, and if I remember right, climbing is, if I don't have a
Half
climbing speed,
speed.
it's like half speed. So I guess I'll try to climb 5 feet down if I
So
can.
throw me an athletics check as you try to start climbing down.
Okay.
We're safer up here. Don't you see they're going mad down there?
So you're going to fail that check. Because
Okay. So
are you doing anything to affect the roll?
no, I'm guessing if I didn't like climb, I'm just kind of stuck there, right?
Because it's only 5 feet. Yeah, you basically start climbing, you don't get anywhere, and you're not able to pull yourself up.
Okay. I really can't do much else then. I guess I will end my turn and see if I blink to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And I do.
Okay. You are blinked away. Okay, Archgale.
Okay. Let's see. I like to move 5, 10 to here. I wish I had anything to look into that water. Hmm. Um. Okay, it doesn't say. It doesn't say I need to see a creature for this. But I would like to attempt to cast a spell on the giant squid / Caliban.
What are you trying to cast?
Sanctuary.
Okay, sure. We'll say that works.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'm gonna move back, and that will put this lady in my emanation. So I will roll 4d8.
Okay, the spiritual guardians seem to wound her.
All right, and I still have an action. All right, cool. I would like to toll the dead her then as well.
She is not affected.
Wow. All right, and then my turn.
Alrighty, so this guy currently has you grappled and restrained. Now that you're sanctuaried, it says until the spell ends in a creature who targets or a creature with an attack or a damaging roll must succeed. Okay, so it's going to attempt to attack you. It is not going to be able to do so, so it's just going to essentially hang out there and keep you grappled. All right, we move to this one's turn. She is going to cast a spell, and she's specifically going to use her special ability Heightened Spell as a bonus action, which allows her to force Glory to make the save at disadvantage. Everybody else will make it normally. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Just everybody?
Let me see if she can see. No, this is going to be Archgale, Glory, Grim, and Barnaby.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay, still at disadvantage.
Remember, it's a +5 if you need it.
Okay, so Glory will fail, Grim will succeed, Archgale will succeed, and Barnaby will succeed. So Glory, you are confused. All right, that is her turn. We'll move to Artem.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to Misty Step down to her.
Okay, go ahead and burn that slot and put yourself where you'd like to be. All right, you still have your cacophonous aura, right? So she has to make a con
Yep.
save. Okay, she'll fail that. Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
I tried to roll it, but oh, there.
A little laggy. All right, I've taken that damage off of her as that aura strikes her.
All right, I'm going to reach out and try to do Shocking Grasp. That's one of my attacks.
Okay. 16 is good enough. Yeah, you reach out and you grab her. You zap her.
And then I'll just attack her with my sword. That's my second attack. Sorry, the sheet is extremely laggy. Oh, it crashed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Do a refresh. It seems like every 45 minutes or so you got to refresh these days or Roll20 can't handle it. Yes, that will hit. All right, you pierce into her, wounding her.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, same deal down here. Both of these puddings are going to try to attack you, making that wisdom save first. Not able to for the first one, not able to for the second one, so they continue holding on to you there. We'll move over to Glory.
I'm confused.
You are confused. Yes, let me pull that back up. It's going to be a D10 roll to see what you do. An 8. Target doesn't move, and it takes the attack action to make one melee attack against a random creature within reach. So roll a D3. 1 will be Archgale, 2 will be Grim, 3 will be Barnaby. Three. Okay, you are attacking Barnaby. Go ahead and make an attack.
Sorry, Barnaby.
I know it's attacking Barnaby, the most good-natured one.
That is just
Oh, I
going
don't
to
think
miss
that-
Barnaby.
Yeah, okay, good.
First Grim, now you. I understand it's anti-gnome week, is it?
All right.
And then I can't move, right? You said, and that's it.
So you can't take bonus actions or reactions. Must roll on the chart. It doesn't say you can't move. So yeah, if you want to move, you can move. All right, and then at the end of your turn, you can make a new wisdom save to shake that effect off. You do manage to shake it off. You're no longer confused. Okay, that is gone. Start of Giant Squid's turn. You're going to take the contact acid damage, so 9 points of damage. And it is your turn, Squid.
The squid's going now. He's going to try to grab that staff that's down below.
So now I'm going to ask the question, why?
Maybe that was the prize, wasn't it?
Yeah, but last turn you didn't try to grab it. Why are you specifically trying to grab it this turn? I'm just trying to understand your thinking here.
I suppose the things have stopped attacking me. It was tempting to do last time.
Okay. All right, I'll buy that. Yeah, you're saying because they're not attacking you, you're making an assumption that that's a change. So sure, yeah, give me, this will be your action, perception check at disadvantage.
I guess skills perception, that's what I'm rolling.
Yeah, you're reaching around with your tentacles. All you're touching is more and more pudding. You cannot seem to find the staff.
Okay. That is all I can do.
Of course, what I'm going for there is you don't know that you've been sanctuaried, right? Like
Yeah,
this is this is
fair.
one of those corner cases where he can't see you. He's applying a magic effect that he doesn't even know where you are. You don't know what he's done. You can't hear him, but you know, so it's just a lot of wonkiness all, stacking on top of each other here.
For sure, it's totally meta. Yeah, it's true. Again, the only saving grace is I was trying to go for it the last time, and yeah.
Fair,
Anyway,
fair
yeah,
enough, fair
I
enough.
get
Well,
it.
it's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll go there. We'll go. All right, Grim.
All right, I'm gonna kill this guy, girl, whatever.
Yeah, that'll certainly be a good start.
Damn.
Maximum damage and normal. Okay, and then a bleed. So sure, yeah, let's go ahead and throw a post regular damage. We'll calculate your maximum. We'll add that on top. Okay, so that was your savage attacker. All right, so it looks like I'm adding another. So let's say it's 7 fire plus another 8. So 16 regular, 7 fire is what I'm coming up with. So 23 damage. And then she's got a D12 bleed effect. The confusion would have dropped off Glory if he hadn't already succeeded. That was your first attack. I'm assuming you're attacking again,
Yep.
Grim?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Shield bash, knock her prone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. All right, shield bash. Yes, she is knocked prone.
With advantage.
That will hit, yeah. Wounding her again. She looks badly hurt.
Okay. Step away.
Nothing
Okay.
happens. Nothing happens.
10.
As you step to there, you're immediately flung into the ceiling and take
Oh, the square thing.
2 points of damage, a massive 2, as you're shunted to the ceiling and slam into its surface.
Oh, Grim, don't go that way. There's a gravitational anomaly happening.
Watch
Yeah.
your step. You may fall upwards.
I'm stuck on the ceiling. Well, can I fall? Can I walk on the ceiling here and fall back down?
So how much movement have you used so far? 5? Well, that was just 10, right?
Yeah.
So then you'd have to spend half your movement to stand up. So it would be 25. And then you fight. Yeah, so you could go there and then fall back down.
Yeah, hit me.
All right, you fall back down for 8 points of damage this time, and that's 30 feet total movement.
Oh my god, what the hell is that? This place is crazy.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't step in this thing. You can see.
You can't talk. You're in another plane, Laud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
tell him.
I can
Tell
see him, right? I can talk. You just can't hear me.
Well, that's true. Well, I guess so. I guess that's true. Yeah. All right, Barnaby. 24 or 30. She's prone. That's a crit, and she is not going to survive that. So she is dead.
All right. Seeing how Grim went flying, I don't want to go flying, so that's one attack.
As you step to the edge, this rocky area, please throw me an acrobatics check here, Barnaby.
Actually, I couldn't see the screen because of all the yellow and stuff. I didn't know I was on the rim.
That's the problem with all those spirits and cacophonous stuff flying around. It's hard to see stuff. Acrobatics check.
Okay, what do I need?
Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, okay.
Oh, Barnaby, as you step on the edge trying to avoid the spirit guardians that are flitting all about, you fall into the water. Psh.
All right. So how much movement was that for me? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, call it 30 since you fell into the water. I'm going to use your last 5 feet of movement there. You're in the water at 30.
Okay. Now, am I still able to maybe swing at her with my last attack as I'm going down, or how is that working?
Yeah, you're on the edge. I'll give you a disadvantage attack. 14 is actually going to miss.
All right, that'll end my turn.
Alrighty, on her turn. All right, she is going to cast a spell. And she is going to Misty Step to there. And then she's going to use her action to use her Explosion of Madness ability. She's going to put that right on Glory, and that is going to hit Artem, Barnaby, Glory, Grim, and Archgale. I need a Wisdom saving throw from all of you. All right, Glory will fail twice. The rest of you, I know Barnaby, you have advantage. The rest of you succeeded so far. Artem will fail. Okay, that looks like everybody. So Glory and Artem fail. If you failed, you take full damage. If you succeed, you take half. Okay, that is 28 points of psychic damage. And
Remove
those...
anyone within my aura's half.
Yep, and then if you failed the save, you must use your reaction to attack the nearest opponent. Let's do these in order. So Artem, you have to move and attack. Give me a 1d2. 1's going to be Barnaby, 2's going to be Glory. All right, so you're attacking Barnaby, so feel free to step up. Barnaby is swimming. He is in a difficult position here, or kind of swimming. He's on the edge, so you're going to have advantage on this attack, Artem.
I am so much leaving the party. I'm just saying.
You have definitely become the pincushion here. All right, that is going to be a wide miss there. And then Glory, you also have this. You can basically attack everybody. So roll a d4. We're going to say Barnaby's 1, 2's Artem, 3 Grim, 4 Archgale. 4, so that's Archgale. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, man.
Oh, he misses.
Oh, correct.
Actually, that is a 1. So that is a fumble there, Glory. Go ahead and throw a fumble. All right. So, Archgale, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at him as a reaction thanks to Warcaster if you want.
No.
All right. As she teleports, uses this ability, she's going to shout and say, No, you killed both of our auntie's nieces. You don't want to kill all 3. She'll be very, very angry. And she's going to move to there. Laud, where would you like to come back in at?
Well,
Holy
Can't-
shit, she can boogie.
can't really see her very well anymore, so I guess there. Can I go there?
Yep.
Can we appear there?
Yeah, remember you're still
All right.
on the ceiling, so yeah.
Yep. Okay. I will. Can I see the creatures in the water from
You
here?
cannot. You see a big black inky cloud in the water.
Okay. Well, I don't think I can really do very much from here. So, I guess I will. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I will attempt to climb down again, I guess.
Okay, athletics check as you start trying to climb down. Yeah, you are able to do so, moving at half speed. So you're 25 feet in the air. You need 50 to get all the way to the bottom. This climb doesn't require an action, so if you want to dash, you can get yourself to the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I would dash to get to the bottom, and then, well, so if I will I have 5? So if I dash, I would
It's
have.
going to
5
cost
feet
you
of movement left.
50 to get to the ground, and you can pick the ground in your current square or within 5 feet of you, either way. Or, not northeast, obviously, because that wouldn't make sense. But if you want to go the north square, you could do that.
Yeah, so I'd end up there.
Yep,
And
so that's
then-
50 feet of movement. Now, again, you're climbing, you pull yourself over, and then gravity changes. So just from a realistic standpoint, I'm going to say you're prone, right? Because now you're on the ground.
Okay, and I wouldn't have half my movement left, so I can't stand up at this point.
Correct, yep.
Okay, well, that was my action, and I guess I'm I guess I'm just done. That's going to be the end of my turn, and I'll see if I blink back to the ethereal. And I do.
Alrighty, you are gone. Okay, Archgale.
Okay, I have a silly question. I don't really cast a spell a lot. Well, it's not even a spell, but this specifically says. Okay, ignore that. But well, I'm gonna use it either way, I guess. But it
Who would you like
says
to target?
yeah, am assuming it is not myself is not a viable target because on the other one, preserve life, which is a channel divinity as well, it says specifically which can include yourself. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I honestly, that's a good question. I'm going to say no because it says at another creature, and I think if self was included, they would have specified, a creature. So since it says at another creature, I'm going to assume you cannot pick yourself.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I wanted to double check that. But I will target Artem, and I'll just give him that 17. Um,
And remind me, is that a use of channel divinity?
it is.
Okay, got it.
I'm going to move 10 to here. I'm gonna. So, is this water like this first tile here? I watched Caliban walk through this. Is this first part like shallower?
Yep, first step would be shallower, like 2-3 feet deep, and then right away it's dropping to like 10 feet on the next step, and then dramatically more.
Okay. I'm gonna, I suppose, take a plunge. I'm gonna say we need to help Caliban. He's stuck down there.
Okay.
Um. Now here is the second question. Spirit Guardians also does not say I need to see the targets.
It does not, but it only stretches out 15 feet.
Oh, and they must be deep. Oh, that's even worse. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action durable and end my turn.
All right, down underwater here. Sanctuary still in effect. This guy's going to try to attack you. Can't, so he'll just continue holding on to you. That one has since been defeated. Artem.
Okay. Artem's gonna come around here and see if he can see anything in the water.
A big black inky cloud.
Um. Then I am going to just hold an action to possibly shock and grasp any creature that comes to the surface that's an enemy.
Okay. All right, same thing with these last two. They'll try to strike. Unable to do so. Continue just holding on. We'll move to Glory.
Okay, I'm gonna fly. Let's see, 25 feet there. $30, 35, 40. So not to dash. I'm gonna dash here. Bonus action extend range.
Okay.
Just want to make sure if she's gonna run, she's gonna make sure she's gonna run.
Giant squid.
He's gonna try to free himself from the one that first grappled him.
Okay. So you're. Oh, actually, sorry. Start of your turn, you're going to get burned by the acid. So 9 points of acid. You're going to try to free yourself. So give me your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
I don't have either of those. I had strength.
So strength or dex, your choice.
Strength.
All right, just throw a strength check.
Is that just clicking the mod? Is that not a save, right? But a mod?
It's not a save, correct. It should just be, yeah, just click on, I forget how that sheet looks. Let me pull it up real quick. That is correct. So you do break free from the first one.
Okay. I still can't move because the other two still have me, though, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will have my turn.
Okay, Grim.
Okay. Archer, what are you guys doing? I move there.
How did you get there?
To here?
Okay, just checking.
Then to here?
Please
They
don't
told me
strike
there's-
me, please.
It looked like you cut across the corner. I was like, wait a minute.
Do your job, Barnaby, and save. Where's Caliban? I don't know what to do. There's a rope around here, I guess. Where's that rope?
Yeah, I would say it's free hanging. Part of it's in the water, part of it's on the ground. I imagine Glory. No, actually, wasn't it tied around Glory's waist? So I think it's
I
still
wrapped it
Glory-
around my. Yeah, it would still be kind of dragging behind me a little bit.
So 40 feet. So yeah, it's somewhere right in here. If you like could get to like maybe here, you could grab it.
I'm dumb, but not that dumb. I don't know what to do, guys, so I'm just gonna wait for something to happen.
All right, Barnaby.
All right.
Actually, if you did grab the rope, wouldn't you be able to swing over to me?
It's in the middle of the gravity thing.
I feel like
Oh.
if he grabbed it, as soon as he swung, it would just gravity would shunt him to the ceiling, right?
Nice.
I guess it depends on how much of the rope. Yeah, I guess it would be long enough that he would go up to the ceiling.
All right, Adam. How much movement will it cost me to get out of the water?
Call it like
Consider
standing
like
up from
prone.
prone. So yeah, like 15 feet, you can pull yourself out within 5 feet.
Okay. The problem is I have all my allies next to me, and I'm a little nervous about even standing next to any of them.
Makes sense.
But I'm going to go ahead and see the. I'm just going to aim and try to Eldritch Blast a black pudding puddle, whatever it is.
All you see is darkness. You don't even see shapes.
What about with Barnaby's can see double sight?
Let me double check how that ability's worded. I don't think it's. Let me see if it calls it darkness or not. No, this is not considered darkness. This is ink, so no.
Okay, fair enough. I will ready an action that if I see one of the puddings or something like that, I will shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
All right, back to her turn. She'll look up at you, Glory, and she'll stick her tongue out and go.
Touche.
Okay, Laud.
Okay. I guess I'll appear here at the edge. And then can I? So I'm trying to use vicious mockery, and it says like see or hear. Can I hear any of the creatures that are attacking this squid?
I don't think puddings make sound that you'd be able to hear from 20 feet underwater. I'm going to say no.
Okay, that was a stretch, but I think it was like literally the only thing I could do. So I guess I'll take the dodge action and see if I blink away.
I'm assuming you sit up from prone as well.
Yes, yeah. So I would have stood up. And back to the ethereal plane.
All right, you blink away. Archgale.
I feel like I'm really gonna regret this. Oh. I'm not particularly strong either. I'm gonna spend 15 feet of movement and get out of the water.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm gonna bonus action durable and end my turn.
Okay, this one is no longer grappling the squid. It is going to move to here. And then with its reach, it is going to reach out and try to grab Artem.
Am I able to see it?
You are, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with my ready to action.
Okay. Those will both hit. All right, as it's racing out of the water, the two Eldritch Blasts penetrate into the water and break up the black cloud. Artem.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I mean, since I can't see into it, I don't think Artem was gonna um, jump in there. So I will again ready in action to do uh, the shocking grasp if another creature comes to the surface.
Okay.
Just keep watch, Barnaby.
All right, these two are going to
Oh,
try
I'm
to attack.
watching.
They are not able to do so, so they continue grappling onto our squid, and we move to Glory.
Okay, I'm going to fly back. Bonus action, extend rage. Action, dodge until I see what's going on over here.
Okay, at the start of the squid's turn, 10 points of acid damage.
Starting to get pretty dicey here. He's going to try to free himself from another pudding.
Okay, strength or acrobatics. 15. That's a close one. Let me double check. Yes, you break free of one.
Whew. Just keep chipping away. I don't know if I'll survive another one, but I'll keep chipping away. My turn.
Okay, Grim.
I don't know what to do. I can't throw at anything. I'm going to go nowhere. I'm going to wait. If something comes in the range, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Okay, Barnaby.
Ready action, see an enemy, I'll Eldritch Blast.
All right, she is effectively out of combat. Laud.
Okay, can I appear in somebody else's space as like prone or no?
If you end your turn in somebody else's space, you fall prone. But yeah, you can appear there.
Okay, so I'm 10 feet. I would appear where Grim is, and then I would just run behind Archgill for like over to the right and then down one. So for
Gotcha.
10 feet of movement. Okay,
Yep,
so
makes
that's
sense.
10 feet of movement to get there. And then I guess I'll just take another step back. So 15. And then I will take the dodge action and see what happens with Blink. I'm here on this plane this time.
Okay. Archgale.
I'm gonna ready in action to see if anything pops up out of the water. Sacred Flame.
Okay. Artem.
Nothing happened, so I will back up to here, and that's the end of my turn. I will hold my shocking grasp.
Okay, you ready a shocking grasp? Okay, this is one that is broke free of the squid, or the squid broke free of it, I will say. Yeah, it is going to attempt to attack the squid. Unable to do so. Second one, same thing. Move to Glory.
Okay, I'm going to stow my halberd with an action. What free action can I pull a hand axe?
So you can interact with object to stow your halberd, and then a part of an attack, you can draw a hand axe. Yep.
But I can't just. I don't want to draw attack. I just want to pull the hand
Yeah,
axe.
you could do that.
Okay, bonus action, extend rage.
Okay, start of the turn. 3 points of acid damage to the squid.
Okay, he is going to try to break free of the last one.
Okay.
Come on. Need a good roll tonight. Oh,
Ooh, unfortunately not this time. The thing is still holding on. Okay, Grim.
Ready to action to strike at something that comes up.
All right, so let me just ask this in the speed purposes. Is anybody doing anything other than ready actions and what they've been doing so far?
I want to tie the rope to the hand axe, cast light spell on the rope, throw the rope in the water.
right.
Eventually,
So once we get to you, that makes sense. So before the enemy's turn, so I guess Barnaby, Laud, Archgill, Artem, anything that you guys are doing other than ready actions?
I'm gonna jump in.
Okay, so Barnaby, Laud, anything you guys are doing?
I would just be dodging and see if I go blink back
Okay.
to the ethereal plane.
I'm still doing ready to action if I see Eldritch Blast.
Just
All right.
ready action.
All right. Laud, go ahead and roll your blink. And then Archgill, you said you're jumping in, so we'll go to your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm like, why are you just standing there? We need to save our friend.
Because you're in heavy armor, that's why.
Doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna jump in and descend, I suppose. So
you're on the first square, so you're like 3 feet deep at the moment.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go to here.
Okay, now you're at about 7 feet deep. You're underwater. Obviously took a breath gasp.
And then keep going, I suppose, unless everything, all this mess is in my way that I cannot keep going.
It's black ink. You can certainly walk into the ink if you wish.
Sure.
All right, so you're holding your breath as you take a step into the black ink. That will trigger saves for them. All right, go ahead and post damage. All right, the spirit guardians are seemingly hitting things that you cannot see.
Do I just like feel a tangle of mess here?
Yes. So I would say you basically feel like there's stuff all in your face and it's kind of chunky and jelly and mucusy.
Wonderful. I don't know how. Well, wonderful. I can't really do a whole lot with that. I'm until attack or damaging roll. I think what I want to do is nothing, I guess. I'm gonna durable and end my turn.
Okay. Artem?
Artem just sort of shakes his head in disbelief and goes, I am not getting in that water. I am going to attack anything that comes at me.
Okay, so ready to action. All right. It is now going to switch targets. It's still this one's actually not grappling the squid. It is going to switch targets and attack Archgill. Archgill, because you can't see it, this attack will be at advantage. All right, so you feel this inkiness kind of get around you, does not connect. Moving to the next one, it still has the squid grappled. It is going to attack Archgill. And that is going to connect.
I will shield.
Oh, sorry.
All right. When you shield, it's going to activate its precision ability to add 5 to its attack and hit you anyway. That's going to deal 17 points of damage. What type of armor do you have?
Half plate?
Okay, your half plate is permanently reduced by 1 AC, and you are now grappled and restrained.
It can restrain us both?
It can, yep.
Oh.
Okay, that was its turn. Move to the top of the round, Glory.
okay, so
On that?
the idea was I had a rope tied to a hand axe so that it would sink. Lit the rope with the light spell so that if somebody wanted to grab a rope, maybe they could see the rope. And I still have it wrapped around me, and I'm just going to brace myself for a eventual tug. Bonus action, extend range.
Got it. Okay, so you're lassoing it. You kind of throw it into the inkiness after you used light magic to light it up. You notice that as soon as it hits the ink, there's no light whatsoever. This ink seems to be completely blacking out your light. Giant squid.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. Giant squid, at the start of your turn, you're going to take 10 points of acid damage.
That hurt. He could really use some healing, so he's still gonna try to break free, even though
And
Archibald's
again,
in there.
just really careful. Try not to meta too much. You just said that, so now everybody knows, right? But they can't actually see you, so you're giving them information they shouldn't have. So keep that kind of thing to yourself.
Okay. He's gonna try to break free.
All right. Yep. So athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Yes, you do break free from the last one grappling you.
So he's gonna move up to the shallow water, so you're gonna see like a giant squid sort of like plop onto the.
Okay, so as you attempt to do that, they are both going to take opportunity attacks against you. So here comes the first one. That is going to connect. Deal 13 points of damage, which is going to knock you out of this form, take you back to Caliban form.
Yep.
One moment as I adjust that real quick. Okay, now because when they hit you, it auto-applies grappled and restrained. That is going to grapple and restrain you. Let's say because you've just switched forms, I'm going to give you a 50-50 chance that it doesn't connect because, you know, you're going from huge to medium. So just pick high or low, roll any die, and if you're on the right side, we'll assume he does not grapple you.
I'll pick low because that's what I've been rolling. Fuck. Of course.
All right. So unfortunately, that is going to grapple. And
There's a good roll.
Okay, and then that second one, same deal. It is taking attack for opportunity as you left its space. That does not connect.
Doesn't it need to do wisdom saves?
Yeah, how am I not sanctuaried still?
Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about Sanctuary. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Thanks for that reminder. So you are, oh man, we got rid of the dumb squid. Okay, hang on 1 sec. All right, I think you were down, what were you at, like 3 HP?
Yeah. When you said they take opportunity attack, I thought you meant our guys. I thought our guys in the shore were going to attack me.
No, I was just like, oh yeah, obviously opportunity, but I totally forgot about Sanctuary. All right, let me move Caliban out here. Okay, so you're able to move freely, so I'm giving them their reactions back. You're able to move freely. They attempt to attack you as you flee, but they're not able to do so. Still your turn then, Squid.
Okay. So he's sort of half, I guess he's out of the ink now. The team can see him.
Yes.
I use my action to break the grapple, so I don't think I have anything else I can do. Just get as close to the shore as I can, and on my turn.
Okay, that takes us to Grim.
Is that the squid? Am I supposed to grab the squid?
I would respond. The squid's good. He's on our side. That's Caliban.
Does he want out of the water?
Calamari?
He turns into a squid.
Where's Archie? Can I reach this squid?
Sure.
Let me grab the squid.
This means you're trying to grapple him?
Yeah.
You auto-fail. He is huge size.
Oh, he's too big, damn it.
That's Caliban.
I know. I just trying to be funny, you know.
I knew it. I knew the joke. I didn't even call for the rolls.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother saying anything because I knew you knew what I was doing. So
I just moved back and watched the show. So now Archie's down there dying.
I mean,
Right.
he's down there. I don't know if he's dying.
Okay, Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and ready in action.
Okay. Okay, Lod.
All right. I guess I'm gonna have to go save them. 5, 10. I will jump in the water. That's 15, right?
Yep.
And then swimming is
Half speed.
how? Half speed. Okay, so I can get like a little closer potentially to here. And how far down is Archgill?
You don't know. It's a black cloud.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess before we saw the bottom of it, before there was a black cloud. So could I recall about how far the bottom of it is to know, like, if I think I could?
The total depth of the pond here, you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like 20 feet.
Okay. So I will take the dodge action on this turn then.
Okay.
And then I still have blink running, so we'll see if I blink to the ethereal plane. Well, it's the first one, right?
Yep, you're good.
So I would blink to the ethereal plane here.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Archgale, at the start of your turn, you're going to take 13 points of acid damage.
Okay, I'm going to try to break this grapple.
Okay, your choice of athletics or acrobatics. Yes, you do manage to break free of the grapple.
Okay, and then I'm going to... let me ask this before I try. I assume I'm very heavy. I'm probably just like walking on the ground here or under the water.
Pretty much. Yeah, after you got
Is
grabbed,
that-
it pulled you closer. So you've, I guess, again, in darkness, total inky blackness, you kind of feel like you're near the bottom, is what I will say.
Is that going to be like difficult terrain if I just want to walk back towards where I came?
Yes, either swimming or walking. Either way would be half movement.
Okay, so let me do some calculations here. 10, so it'd be 20 feet to kind of get to that area where Grim is.
No. So remember, he's also 20 feet up. So it's going to be 10, so say 10, I guess 30 feet if you're trying to get to Grim's space. But let's do this one space at a time.
Okay, I'm going to action disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move.
Let me double check disengage really quick to see if you have to be able to see them. Okay, no, it does not. So your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. So, yep, that's your... So, wait a minute. Sorry, your action was to break free of the grapple.
Oh, you are right. You're right. Okay. In that case, this is the... Well, okay. I'm going to bonus action sanctuary myself then. And then we'll move.
All right, so make sure you burn that slot. Yeah, all right, so you start moving. Both of them are going to attempt to attack you. That one does break through your sanctuary and manages to attack you. This is at advantage since you cannot see it. 22 is going to hit. That is going to deal 17 points of acid damage. Your half-plate armor is damaged another point, and you're grappled and restrained. The other one will also make a check. It is not able to attack you.
Okay. That kind of double sucks because now I'm just on top of Lod.
So Lod
I'm not in this plane.
Yeah, Lod's not on this plane, and even if he was, you wouldn't be on top of him because you're still deep under the water.
Still there. Okay, sounds good. That is my turn then.
Okay, Artem. What I will say is looking down, you can see Archgale like kind of half in the inkiness and half out of it.
I can. Okay. In that case, I will activate Blade Song in my bonus action, and I will dive into the water.
Okay. So you need to swim down, say 15 feet, so 30 feet of movement to swim that far down to get next to him, if that's what you're trying to do.
Okay. That will give me 5 more feet of movement because of Blade Song. I don't know if I can do anything with that, but if I can, I will try to grapple him.
So yeah, as long as you got the movement to get there, yeah, I would say that works.
Okay. And then I don't really have a bonus action. I just want to sort of try to keep him where he is, and at least next turn possibly be able to grab him free or something. So
Was it
that's the end of my
bonus
turn.
action Blade Song?
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, that's true. So I
Okay.
don't have a bonus action anyways. But yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So this one now, it is going to attempt to attack Archgale, who's sanctuaried. It is not able to do so, so it will change its target to Artem. 21, that's going to hit.
I will use shield.
Doesn't that set your AC to 20?
No, because I have mage armor now. So mage armor going sets my base to 14, and then blade song makes it 18.
So
and
this
then
sets you to
shield.
23?
Yep, 23.
Okay. So you're 23. You cast shield. He activates its precision ability to make that a 26, and that will still hit you.
No.
That's going to be 16 points of acid damage, and you are grappled and restrained.
Oh, when he goes into my aura, the cacophonic shield.
Yeah, that would certainly apply. Let's go ahead and do that. 13. What type of damage is this again?
Thunder.
Thunder. Okay, yeah, go ahead and post that.
And how much damage did I take again? Sorry.
Let's see. You took 16 points. Okay, I've applied that thunder damage. So that's his turn. Now this is the one that has Archgale grappled and restrained. So he's going to try to attack Archgale. Not able to do so. So he will then switch his attack with his other pseudopod to attack Artem. Critically hitting Artem.
Does it similar thing where does he enter the range of the?
Yep, he certainly
shield?
will. Yep, he certainly will.
But
All
we
right.
still can't see him on the shore, though, right?
Correct, because he's still within the inkiness. All he
Yep.
is extending is a pseudopod. All right, twice as many damage as normal, and the creature is scarred. While scarred, creature has disadvantage on charisma ability checks, except intimidation. Okay, so you are permanently scarred here, Artem. No longer a pretty elf man. Let's see, what is your DC? Is it 17?
Yes.
All right, so he's going to succeed on that, take half that damage.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's 16 actually.
All right, same deal. Okay, so let's see, twice as many damage as normal. So here comes the crit. So that's going to be 32 points of acid damage. And you're
Okay.
not wearing armor, right?
I'm not, but that does take me to 0.
Okay, so you guys will notice as Artem has dove down to try to assist Archgale.
Oh,
This. Yep,
actually, could I expend my reaction then to?
Didn't you already use that for shield?
I didn't use shield this turn. I just got crit on.
You used shield last time, and then he used precision to break. Have you gotten a turn since then?
Oh, okay. No, because they're one right after the other. You're right. Okay.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, unfortunately, you don't have your reaction for that. So yes, you guys will notice as the pseudopod comes out, grabs Artem and starts like essentially squeezing, and you'll notice Artem just kind of goes limp in the water here. All right, move top of the next round. We've got Glory.
All right. I guess I'll move over here. I'll try to grapple the squid and pull him out.
You auto fail. He's huge.
Oh yeah, God damn it. Yeah, I'm stupid. Bonus action extend range.
Okay, giant squid.
How does it? If I grapple a creature that's grappled by something else, is it a contested? Like, can I pull him out of?
You potentially could. Yeah, if you beat their check, you could essentially pull that creature out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to grapple Archgale.
Okay, so this is like not a squeeze kind of thing. You're just trying to softly grab him and yank him away.
Yeah, I'm trying to yeet him onto shore. Yeah, or yeet him towards me.
All right, fair enough. Archgale, I assume you are not trying to resist this?
You're correct.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to say you just have to basically beat the escape DC of the pudding to yank Archgale out. So go ahead and give me a strength check.
Let my tentacles embrace you.
You do, yeah. So you get your tentacle around Archgale and you start tugging and you see it pulls like the black threads away and you've got him free of the pseudopod.
Now it says when I grapple a grappled creature, I can pull it up to 10 feet towards me. So can I pull it 10 feet? It's not really 10 feet, but I can move him. Can I move him away from said pseudopods?
Sure, if you also want to deal 3d8 plus 6 bludgeoning damage to him.
Oh. Well, at this point, actually, that might be good. So I can't.
So otherwise, you've got him grappled. That's your action. You can move, and he'll come with you.
If I can I move any further away though?
Oh yeah, and your speed's real bad. I will say you can kind of shoot yourself onto land, but it's only 5.
It's
yeah,
only 5.
if you want to like basically shoot yourself onto land, I'd say you can do that. You'll be able to move him 1 square.
Okay. Yep. That's why I just move him 1 square away. Yep.
All right. So you're partially on land, partially off land. You pull him. You're huge, so other creatures can share space with you without falling prone. Glory, you're getting your tentacle fantasy right now as there's tentacles all over you.
I thought you were going to say you're partially on land and partially on Glory.
All right, Squid, anything else on your turn?
Can I release?
You can. Yeah,
but
you sure can at any time.
Yep, I will let him go, and then my turn.
Anytime.
Okay, Grim.
I'm going to grab him before he lets go.
Remember, he's still underwater. Was your intent here, Squid, to try to pull him as high as you could?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to get him to shore, or at least get him up to the air.
Okay, so since you have a big swim speed, I would say that you could have done before you popped out. So sure, we'll say Archgale is near the surface. Big gasp of air.
Archie, you dummy, come here. I'm going to grab him by his heavy armor.
Okay. You grab into the holes of his pitted heavy armor.
And this is why we don't go swimming in strange pools. 10, 20.
All right, you're pulling him backwards.
All right, now don't fall in again. I'm going to let him go prone, and then I'm going to go back. Hits land, right? I clearly can't tell because of all the colors.
He is on land, yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to move back. 10, 20, and then 30. Okay.
Okay, Barnaby.
Hey, Adam, how much movement would it be for me to dive down, see my new buddy, Artem, heal him real quick, and then pop back up to shore?
So right now, he dove down to get next to Archgale, who is near the bottom. So you would need 30 feet to swim down to be within 5 feet of him. And you're still going to have to use 5 feet to get in the water. So I would say you're going to need 35 feet to get down to him.
Okay, and then I'll need...
Then I think lay on hands is a bonus action if that's what you're trying to do. So you could get down, bonus action, dash.
Yeah, would I still be at the shore of the water or something like that?
So your speed's 30, so that'd give you 65. Yeah, so you could get back up.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Boom, 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 boom.
Now,
Artem,
again,
I'm
just
gonna.
hang on. I just want to be really super clear here, Barnaby. So this is too shallow to get to him. So basically, you're entering this square and then swimming down to be on top of him. 3D, think of it that way, right? So you're above him, and then you're reaching down with your hand to use healing, and then you're swimming back up. Is that what you'd like to do?
Okay, I was thinking I could. Okay, I see what you're saying. So this part here isn't.
It's
deep
not
enough
deep
to
enough,
go
right?
in.
It only goes like 3 feet down, so you wouldn't be able to get him there.
Oh, yeah, and I see the dilemma there. I'll be within reach of them.
Yes.
I'm going to try something, Adam. I'm just going to try to be creative here a second, just to see if it works then. I'm not going to do that because what I was going to do, because what I was just talking about, because I just don't think it's going to add enough value. But all of a sudden, I have a splashing large horse that just dropped into the water.
All right. That's an action to call up Silverhoof.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, yeah, post whatever. Is that Summon Steed, I think it's called? Okay, so you cast the Find Steed spell. And your goal is to
I'm
plug him
using
right there?
Yeah, I figure maybe he could take an attack from somebody, right? You know, so.
Okay, yeah, so you conjure him up. He hits the shore water. He's half in, half out. And being an elk, I can't imagine he swims too well, at least not in this area. So, yeah, he's kind of floundering about.
Okay, so that'll be Barnaby's turn. And then Silverhoof, I think, goes right after I do.
I'm trying to double check the spell. It doesn't say anything here. Oh, wait, combat. Shares your initiative count. It functions as controlled. Yeah, so sure, we'll say it goes right after.
Okay, so he's going to go in and try to attack. It's going to be all at disadvantage, Adam. I'm just using him to try to, clear out an attack from my party member. You know what I mean? So
unfortunately, it's going to be even harder than that because you cannot see there. You don't know exactly where the creatures are. So what I'm going to say is roll a d8, and there are 2 squares in this area that are covered by pudding. If you roll a 1 or a 2, or if you want to pick numbers, just pick 2 numbers. Okay, so you're basically hitting open water, and you're swinging in that inky blackness. You don't see anything. You don't hit anything. It's just open.
all right, fair enough. Hey, I'm just trying to see if I can distract,
We shall see. Okay, Laud, were you popped out before?
No, I was in the ethereal plane.
Right. Popped out. That's what I mean. So where do you pop back
Oh,
in?
yeah, yes. I want to actually just go like 10 feet deeper in the water.
Okay, so you're on the surface, so you pop back in 10 feet underwater.
Yes.
Okay.
And then a couple mechanical questions here. Can an unconscious character be a willing participant in a spell? It says willing creature on.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know what you're going for, and I want to say the answer is no, but let me double check.
Okay.
I consent.
I remember many jokes about this in previous questions. Let's see, creature is generally not considered willing for spells as they cannot consciously consent. I don't know if we've got official ruling on this. Okay, we got Crawford answer from some time ago. Only a willing creature can travel. You can't give consent when you're unconscious. All right, that's what I'm going to go with. So unfortunately, you cannot give consent when you're unconscious.
Okay. He should have a potion of healing on his belt. Would it be a free action to interact with that and a bonus action to feed it to him?
Underwater?
Yeah, I mean, right? You're just swimming down there.
You're trying to get a guy who's
yeah,
unconscious
yeah, okay.
underwater to drink a potion.
Yeah, I forgot about the drinking part. Okay, okay. I don't.
I
think
see. I'm
can
willing
do
to go
that.
a stretch quite a bit, but that seems pretty far.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. All right. I don't know how I can actually like grab him and move him when he's
Should
unconscious.
have invented the hypodermic needle.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then what I'm gonna do, and hopefully I can survive a round, is I'm going to bonus action healing word him.
Okay. Yeah, I think you just have to see him, which you certainly can.
It is like crashing right now. I gotta reload it. I can't click anything.
Yep, no worries. Happens to all of us. All right, then quick time check, guys. We're at end of session here. Are you guys good to wrap this up? Probably another 10, 15 minutes?
I'm
I'm
good.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Sure.
All right, good deal. Appreciate that.
And
Just want to get us to a clean stopping point. Let us know when you're good there, Lod.
Okay. I guess. I mean, if I can swim down, no, I need to do this as a bonus action. So I will bonus action healing word.
All right, so Artem, you come back to consciousness, but you're underwater now. Because you are unconscious, I'm going to say you immediately go into you don't have any air in your lungs, and you're essentially drowning. You do have 9 HP back, and you are currently exhausted.
Okay. And then I want to use my action to basically attempt to grapple him. Which might not work anyway because we'll see what happens with Blink here. But
I'm assuming, Artem, you're not resisting the grapple?
No, I am welcoming the grapple.
Okay, so you swam, so you appeared 10 down. You have to swim another 5 down, so you have 10 feet of movement. You use your action to grapple him. Got it. All right, and then see if you blink away.
so okay, if that's the case, and I can't swim to like this spot you said because of the
If you have enough movement, you can. It's just you're out of the water by the time you get there because it's only 3 feet deep.
Okay. Well, so I mean, you said it was 5 more feet, so that would have been 10 feet of movement to get down to him. So I should still have 20 feet of movement. So can I get to that space and try to drag him like into like this space?
You can try, yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
All right, so again, I just want to make sure we're visualizing. So you popped back in. You're basically 10 feet above him. You're swimming down. You're to 5 feet, so now you're within 5. You used healing word. Your action grappling him. Now you're swimming away to get back to the surface. Yes. Okay, so as you swim away, you are going to leave the reach of both of these creatures, and they're both going to take an opportunity attack against you, not him, because that's considered force movement for him, but they are going to both attack you.
Okay, if these hit, I will reaction with shield.
Okay, first one's going to miss. They are attacking at advantage because you cannot see them.
Okay.
24, that's going to hit. I don't think shield's going to save you there.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay, so that's going to be 19 points of acid damage. Are you wearing armor?
No. Well, light armor. So it's non-metallic though, right? Isn't light armor? Let me check.
It doesn't say anything about metallic for this ability. It just says non-magical armor takes a -1 penalty to AC.
Okay.
So that is leather armor. Okay, so your leather armor is actually disintegrated off your body.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I mean, that doesn't actually change much. That's just 1 AC anyway.
Yep, yeah. So you took that 19 acid damage, and then unfortunately that's going to also grapple and restrain you.
All right. So how much? 19?
Yes, 19.
All right, and then I guess we'll see.
So I'm going to put you here because as you start moving away, you get grappled and restrained, can't move further.
Okay, and we'll see if blink works. It does not.
All right, so you're still underwater.
Okay.
Okay, we move to Archgale.
Okay. This kind of sucks. I'm going to mass cure wounds. I'm going to target the squid, myself, Lod, Artem, and think probably Glory. Yeah, Glory.
Okay, Squid does not get the healing because that's temporary HP, so it will not apply to the Squid. Everybody else will work.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I would know that. So,
I mean, you're not losing anything, right? Because you had enough to pick everybody you wanted anyway, right?
yeah, I suppose I just would have liked to use it also on people I could actually heal, but that's just gnomish racism again, I suppose.
Oh, I got you. So you couldn't. All right. Yep. So yeah, unfortunately, learning experience then.
Okay, and we will all get 27 back.
Thank you.
Did you say I was in that group?
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. Unfortunately, that is an action and a spell, so I don't really have anything else. So I'm gonna durable and end my turn.
All right. So quickly posting the rules on suffocation. So because you're out of breath, Artem, when you end your turn here, you will take a level of exhaustion, assuming you're still under the water. At the start of your turn, because you're currently grappled and restrained, right? You're still grappled restrained. You haven't been broken free, so you will take that start of turn acid damage of 3 points.
Okay. And can I cast verbal component spells?
Being underwater, I don't know. Hang on. So I'm going to say you cannot. And the reason why is that you have to like take an inhalation of breath in order to say a word, and you're already out of breath. So I'm going to say you cannot utter a verbal component.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action blade song.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to break free of the grapple.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm gonna do acrobatics, and since I'm blade songing, I have advantage on that.
Okay. So you slip free.
Okay. And Laud is still grappled,
He
it
is.
looks like. But I'm running out of breath, so with a forlorn look of wanting to help but not being able to, I'm going to try to swim to the surface.
Okay. And what's your movement at right now?
It's 35 when I'm blade songing.
All
Oh
right.
no, I'm sorry. It's 30 because I got another level of exhaustion.
All right. So you need 30 to get to the surface. So with exactly 30, you'll be able to get your head out of the top and take in a quick breath of air.
Okay. And that's what I'm doing. That's all I can do.
Okay, you are now at the surface. All right, we move to these guys' turns. Yeah, unfortunately, Laud, they are both going to attack you. So these attacks will be at advantage because you cannot see and you're restrained.
Okay. Can I want to use Lucky on the first attack. I guess. All right.
No, you're
You already
good.
rolled
That'll
that,
make
so-
it a 21. So you use your lucky. You have, what's your AC right now? Is it 13?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna hit regardless. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be 13 points of acid damage. You're no longer wearing armor, so no issue there. Here comes the second attack.
Okay.
All right, 19. That is also going to hit.
Yeah, and shield won't help anymore. So okay.
16 points of acid damage. All right, we move to Glory.
So last round, the squid swam up to the surface.
It actually
The
flopped up and is partially on land, partially in water, wiggling all around.
Okay. All right. I don't know if this will work. Well, I'm going to talk to the squid. I'm going to hand the rope to them. I don't know. There's two people down there. I don't know. So I'm just going to tell the squid to hand the rope to them.
Actually,
Now
I think
that-
Artem should be up to the top though, right?
Yes, I'm breathing heavily. I go, the rotund one is still down there.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action to give the rope to the squid. Tell the squid to hand the rope to Lod. Bonus action, extend reach.
You don't have to ready an action. We'll just assume you hand it over, Squid. I assume you try to grab the rope with a tentacle, or are you like wrapping it around the tentacle, Glory?
I would drape it over the tentacle. I assume he can.
He doesn't really have
I
hands,
don't-
right? So he can't like manipulate things. So you feel like if you drape it over a tentacle and then he starts swimming, it's just going to get lost. But if you tie it to it, he could take it some.
Then I'll attach it to it. I'll tie it.
Okay, we'll assume you do a real quick knot and just loosely tie it to a tentacle. All right, Squid's turn.
So I'm gonna try. Yeah, I want to yeet Laud out of there again. So I think I can. I've been having good luck with that. I'm gonna try the same things I did with the Archgale. Try to pull Laud out and then towards shore.
Okay, fair enough. So you're half on shore, half in the water. You do have 15-foot reach with a tentacle. He's exactly that far away from you because he was a little bit up. So you go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can reach down with a tentacle and right at the edge of that, grab onto Laud and pull him to you. Yep, you sure can. So you grab onto Laud, breaking the grasp of...
Nice.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say you break the grasp of both of them, just for time's sake, and you pull him to shore.
Excellent. Yeah. That and I will inch myself a little bit more on shore, but that's super tiny. Just a wiggle. Flop closer towards Glory.
All right, guys. These creatures actually don't come off of the surface, or I should say the floor of the pond here. So unless you guys are trying to like interact with them in some way, you are all to safety. So they can't reach Artem. He's at the surface. They're not going to come up. So basically that is battle unless you guys say you're doing something else.
Adam,
I think.
Yep, go ahead.
I said I think eventually we're probably going to want to get that staff, but not right away.
Do you maybe want to wait a little bit to let the fog ink clear so you can easily see these creatures? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll go ahead and have that combat then. So yes, as mentioned, they don't come out of the water. So the ink only lasts a minute. So probably within like 3 turns, the ink would clear. You now knowing what they are, you can easily see them and you guys have ranged attacks. You can basically just zap them. They don't come out of the bottom. So I'm going to say you guys have managed to defeat both of the black puddings. The ink is gone. Silverhoof, we're just going to be merciful and say he managed to swim to the shore, and he is there. Other than that, yeah, guys, battle is over. You see the staff. I'll even say you guys managed to grab the staff to put us off in a nice place for next session. The gravity will also fade after a minute, so we're going to take that away. Yeah, so we find ourselves on the edge of this pond here, a little bit worse for wear. But still everyone is alive, which is a mercy here. Those of you that took acid damage and wounded armor, make sure you update on your sheet. That unfortunately is permanent. So that is damaged equipment. Other than that, though, great session, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Very high stakes. It was very interesting there. I hope everybody has a great night. We'll see you all next week.
And we all had the pudding.
Good job, guys.
I guess.
Good game, guys.
Hey, thanks, Adam. Good game, everybody. Enjoy.
I'm gonna mark down that I'm scarred too.
Yes, please do so.
Forget that.
All right, good night, all.